緑の森で目を覚ます記憶胸の獣が闇の中嘲笑うよ巡る石の中そばにいて白き人よ輝きをもたらして今すぐにこの渇き潤してこの目に映るものは遠い日の真夏のかげろう空には血潮にかげる月よ遥かな時を超えたあなたの命を愛した今夜だけは譲れない紅色の夜の月明かりかすかに浮かぶ遠い日の蜃気楼ため息のように舞い降りた白き人よ輝きをもたらして今すぐにこの渇き潤して甘くとろけるようなほのかな血の蚊に誘われ穏やかな日常に終わり続ける目覚めた記憶遥か彼方で何かが始まる語り継がれる時の中で巡る石の中そばにいて白き人よ輝きをもたらして今すぐにこの渇き潤してこの目に映るものは遠い日の真夏のかげろう空には血潮にかげる月よ遥かな時を超えたあなたの命を愛した今夜だけは譲れない
Alright, looks like it's all set up. Welcome to the first tournament that I am hosting, Team Tournament, looking for a game, EU Multi-Blood Discord. We have 5 teams in it. Team Any Idea, Team Big Bark Booba, what is that? Big Bark Booba Band, Team Bonk the Cat, Seifuku players, and Lumina Rejects. So first game we're going to have running up is the Any Idea versus the Big Bark Booba team. So I'm getting that set up right now, and it should be on in about 5 minutes, so bear with me on that. Okay, so it looks like we're about good to go. Some people are just trying to find their teammates. A little bit of a delay, but the first game is set. I've called out that we're going to be doing Any Idea versus Big Bark Booba Band. So when they get their player order ready to go, we'll be good to go. So it looks like the first person is going to be Magemo versus, I don't know who's quite connected to him yet. Okay, there we go. So now we're in. Alex is going to be on player 1. He is team Big Bark Booba Band. So swap these. Alright, we're synced. Good to go. So it looks like Alex is going to be playing C-Hisui with Magemo on H-Arc, or H-Hime. I didn't know Magemo played C-Hisui. I thought he was I could have sworn he was playing Aoko, but I might be thinking of somebody else. So the format is going to end up being first to 2, and then swapping in the next player on both teams. So round is getting started. Hime versus C-Hisui. Not quite sure how this is going to go down. C-Hisui is a hard character to catch. A lot of mobility. H-Arc teams are swapped. Swap. C-Hisui goes in, lands good pressure, gonna bring him up, take him to the corner, drops the combo though, Arc in the corners, tries to DP out, DP doesn't get below, gets punished with a throw, not big, gonna run some grab Oki on the floor, putting a mat down, gonna put him over in the corner, blocking, being very patient right now, puts him up in the air, bring him back down, misses the combo, he's trying to just play some neutral right now. Right now, health's at about the same, so Magemo's well, Hime is very content to just play kind of back, but she's getting put in the corner, low health right now, goes into Blood Heat. Not really going to get much health off of that, being as your C-Moon, and you're not going to come back with any meter either. So, Hime putting him in the corner, left-right mix-up, bring him up, take him back down. Gonna get some, nope, no Oki on it. He's going to tech out, jumping away, going up, bringing him back down. Invalid combo, but he's going to be put down into the corner. Both are about the same health, and they trade. That's going to come out in Hime's favor. Round 1 for H-Hime. Second round, character spacing themselves out of it. Goes in with the table counter hits, doesn't really get a confirm off of it though. Brings him into the corner. Hime putting out some mash, gonna sideswap him, put him back down to the corner. No real Oki though. Mine pops and doesn't catch him. Right now, Hime again with the guys, you gotta watch out for those. They are lows. You can't, and Aaron block low, so you can't jump them really. Gotta block low. Around that kind of space, Hime is really dangerous. You have to respect the fact she can do that. H-Moon bunkers out, swaps him over with the Wind Mine side swap. Gonna bring him up. Will he put him back down though? Combo is invalid. Misses the air throw with a shield and gets grabbed on landing. Hisui has him in the corner right now. Gonna land some stagger pressure. Doesn't really get much off of it though. Backing up, trying to pull him back into neutral. Maybe try to zone him a bit. Shield, but no dice. And side swap gets him again. So game 1 goes to the H-Hime. Big Bark Blue Band. Alright. So, puts him back into the corner. Hisui walking a bit, gets caught up by some stagger pressure. Arc with the really big buttons can play stagger pressure from very far out. You have to respect it, because even though A buttons are very hard to whiff punish, when you have such big normals, you're going to have to mash out with larger buttons, and that's pretty easy for Hime of all characters to punish you for. Comes out with Dust. Dust danger. Blah, blah, blah. Putting him back to the corner, backing off a bit, going back into neutral, gets caught out by the geyser again. That's gonna be game 1, or round 1 for Hime. Hime going backward with the Wind Mine, displacing his hitbox, but making him hard to jump in on. Gonna bring Hisui up. Doesn't bring him back down. Ground techs into a throw though. Left-rights him. Gets him, shields it though, not a big threat. Looks like he's right now he's just trying to kind of bide his time and space him with mines and pillars. He doesn't really have to approach, and it doesn't look like he wants to. Hisui doesn't really have the biggest normal, so she has a bit of a hard time approaching, because while she is fast and she does have a good way to kind of keep people out if she has to, approaching, especially against such a character with big normals like Hime, it's a problem for him. Right now he's in the corner. Is he going to get a hard knockdown or a kill off this no Hime? And he gets caught out with a meaty. First game gonna go to the Big Bark Booba Band playing H-Arc. Alright, okay. Not bad. Not bad. That's about how I kind of expected the match to go for Hisui. She has a bit of a hard time getting in against those characters with big normals, and being C-Hisui, she doesn't have the really fast projectiles on demand that, she doesn't really have the fast projectiles on demand that a character like H-Hisui does, so I can imagine she has a much harder time approaching a character like that, especially with the large life lead that Hime had. That's not an easy matchup to win. So, let's try to get game 2 going. Looks like it's going to be Cat Elnuk versus Matteo. Matteo, relatively new player, but he's been making good progress. I think he's playing Akiha, but honestly, he could be playing anything, really. Because he's been talking about switching around characters a bit. Just waiting for it to sync up right now. And okay, looks like it's synced up, so I'll tell him to get going. Looks like, yep, Matteo's going to be playing his C-Aki with Cat and Elnuk on C-Arc. And let's see how this goes. I imagine it's not a terrible matchup for one or the other of them, since Akiha is a very tanky character, but also quite good at keeping out with the ribbons. Whereas Arc, while she has really good normals, can sometimes have a hard time approaching against those zoner type characters, since while she does have good normals and tools and damage, that's kind of she has to rely on them very, very heavily. Corner pressure is second to none though. Has him in the corner, jumps out, is able to push him out again with normals. It looks like Enulk is, not Enulk, Matteo is pretty comfortable playing from the corner with ribbons. Once Arc gets out to that kind of range where he can't really throw him, he's feeling a bit comfortable. Misses the whoosh, but not gonna really be able to follow up on that. Side swaps into the corner, ends up crossing him up, bursts out, doesn't actually punish it, but it gets him out of the pressure. Back in the corner again, counter hit in the air. This is gonna be big damage from Arc probably. In max, so he could even, no, he's not full moon. In max, so he could meter dump if he wants to, but gets mashed out on his reapproach. Matteo throwing out some ribbons, trying to keep him in his zone. They both have about the same amount of HP. This might kill right here. Arc is very tanky. No, gonna go for an air throw. What kind of Oki will he have? Gonna try to catch him out with a ribbon meaty. Just trying to keep him away. Right now, he's got the health advantage. He really doesn't want Arc near him with those ribbons. They do come out kind of slow. At this range, it's dangerous. Gonna push him out, probably try to play with ribbons a bit. That's very plus, pushes him out, mashes and catches him with the sweep. So let's see, jumps in the air, catches him with a button, not able to really get much of it off of it though. Putting him back into the corner with ribbons, Arc with the 2C, they counter hit each other. Puts him back into the corner, jumps, no one's really making contact with each other, but the Arc's able to in the scramble, put him back into the corner. Matteo jumps out, gets counter hit, no confirm off it though, another ribbon to kind of push him back. Arc with the DP whiff, sweeps and puts him into the corner, but doesn't really follow up on with much pressure. Right now, they're just kind of scrambling. Akiha puts him back into the corner, kind of pushing out with some ribbons, doesn't really keep him in there though, goes back to neutral. Doesn't really look like Matteo wants to go hard into pressure, since getting hit by Arc can very easily put you into the other corner. Full corner carry off of almost any hit. Feels like he kind of wants to just play neutral and poke him out with ribbons, wear down his patience and get him to do something stupid. Ooh, Arc comes in with a whoosh, misses, but it also makes it so that the ribbon misses, and now Arc with a big combo in the corner, gonna put him down. Akiha does have max, he can try to, oh wait, there it is, he's gonna burst out, put a ribbon up, ribbon doesn't hit, but Arc backing off into neutral, going in with a flying kick, and knocks him up in the air after a side swap. Close game, back into neutral, round 3. Arc hits him with a jumping kick, comes down with the sweep though, knocks him up in the air. Is he going to bring him down? Not too much damage, but it gives him a life lead, which Akiha is very happy to play with, especially when you've got the kind of neutral she does. Kind of wants to push him out with ribbons, gets his air backdash caught out, but isn't able to follow up on it, catches the Arc trying to follow up. Yeah, right now, Aki's just kind of playing evasively. Wants to play back a bit, doesn't want to... Arc catches him out, though. Puts him into the corner, comes back down with an air counter hit. Arc drops the combo and ends up whiffing his button. Not getting a lot of damage off a lot of these confirms, but he doesn't really care since he doesn't take too much damage himself off of these combos that Arc is doing, Akiha being one of the tankier characters. Arc bursts out, completely out of meter, but C-Moon, especially on Arc, meter's pretty cheap. Doesn't really matter if he has to burst out of that. Catches him with the stagger. Maybe that was an overhead. Either way, it said counter hit. Coming back in. Arc with the meter, could meter dump maybe for a kill, doesn't follow up on his Rekka series, comes back down with the swoosh, gets caught out, counter hit, Stagger pressure was a little too big right there, it looks like. Akiha gonna meaty with ribbons? No, meaty with the over... That's not even an overhead, looks like one, though. Meaty with that, doesn't actually hit him out. Sweeps, Arc jumps right over. Arc with the health lead right now. Doesn't probably want to do anything too dangerous in pressure, just throwing out a couple of moves that are plus. Going with the overhead, Rekka catches him with it, but doesn't have a follow-up, and gets him with a two-wayed stagger. So first game going to Enulk on C-Arc. Or was that the second game? Did Aki win the first? I could have sworn Aki won the first. Yeah, there it is. Okay, okay. So right now... No, that... Was that the whole first game? It only says one win. Either way. Bringing him up and gonna bring him back down. Puts him into the corner. Hits him with the overhead. Goes... Easy button for go high-low with, since the two-way on Arc I do believe is a low. Comes in with the JP, but completely misses. Able to mash out. Gonna bring him up, put him back down into the corner. Not a huge amount of damage, but a backs off. Doesn't really know if that's a great idea, since with the health disadvantage, Arc is perfectly fine playing back, waiting for you to approach her. Aki not one of the faster characters, so it is difficult for her to approach if she is being forced to. But Arc comes in, misses another flying kick, but Akiha not able to pull out a combo off of it. Bringing him up doesn't confirm off of it, though. Arc does have max, so yep, burst right out. Aki also has max, though, so she can burst out if she wants to. Lands the burst properly. Meaty's with the ribbon, but it doesn't actually hit. A little too early. Scrambling with each other. Aki keeps sweeping, goes right over the Arc, but Arc coming down with a combo. Gonna bring him all the way back into the corner. Is the combo gonna kill him? Not gonna kill, but he can probably get Oki, and he hits him with a jab on his wake up. Back into neutral. Aki has the advantage here. Goes in with a ribbon, but not able to make contact with it. Arc's able to catch him out with two-way. Drops the combo, though. Hits him with a counter hit, so it doesn't really matter. Puts him back into the corner with the Rekka series. Does a double overhead, brings him back in. Tries to go for a dodge mix-up. Doesn't get him with the mix side swap, but the Aki does mash, and that gets him on a counter hit, because he does hesitate a bit. Going with a flank kick. Runs right under and sweeps him on his landing. Bringing him back up, all the way back down to the corner. This is your corner, Aki. You're staying in this corner. Hit him with the overhead and the low. Is it going to kill, though? He's got the swoosh, and that's going to kill. Okay. Perfect. Good game. So, first game goes to... well, first set goes to the Big Bark Booba Band. Not a bad first set. I can see how that... those are probably both not easy matchups for the characters in question. One moment, I'm just reporting the scores real fast to have the bracket update itself. So then the next thing we'll do is, there's not too many teams in here. So I'm debating if I want to have one person play off stream, or if I want to have one person, or I like watch them both. But I think what I will do is I will have one play off stream, and then have the other one play on stream. So yeah, I'll make it a call out that I want, let's see, SND's team and Shorakyn's team, they're going to be on stream. S&D. I can see the value in having a second commentator now. I thought at the beginning, I'll run this solo commentary just to kind of like get a feel for it, because it's my first time doing commentary, and it is hard to talk and organize at the same time. So I'm definitely seeing the value of having someone to give color commentary while you are trying to set things up. It definitely makes things easier, because I have to check between the brackets and see who's on which team, because this isn't just a normal bracket where it's like, oh, I can see who's in the bracket. Yeah, next team, let's go. It is I have to go into a different tab to check and see who is on the teams. So it takes like ever so longer. So it looks like, okay, so Edisi posted his IP. His team is going to be Type Lumina Rejects. and he will be playing against S&D's team, which is going to be Seifuku players. Players with no E. Okay. So Edisi's host is up. Spectate, hit this host up. So it looks like it's going to be Edisi versus Edgar. Okay. It's still syncing up right now, but alright, let's update the scoreboard to this. Alright, so it looks like Edisi is going to be playing H-Vsion. Alright, they're good. Wait, is this going to be Edgar or S&D? No, it's Edgar. It's Edgar. So it looks like they both play F-Sei. I wasn't sure if he played C-Sei or not. So F-Sei versus Vsion, kind of an interesting matchup because both characters kind of want to do the same thing in get a hard knockdown and then run some kind of vortexing set play with Akiha's being the fire ring, which puts them in. It's gonna put them in block stun for a long period of time, allows her to roll some sort of mix up. But Vsion wants to run that with the summon she has, so he's going to use the claw to go up and then Akiha summon. Akiha summon very good because what it does is it'll very easily catch any kind of, well, not any kind, but a large amount of the character in this game's DPs. It will easily catch Seifuku's DP, so very, very strong option against her. It limits what she can do a lot and forces her to play this mind game, where if you get thrown, you're going back into the vortex, and if you get hit, you're going back into the vortex. Try to jump out, you're probably going to go back into the vortex. Neither character has great normals in neutral. Not the biggest, but not really the smallest either. So it's a pretty standard matchup, really, in neutral. Both characters just trying to kind of get hit without getting hit. No one is really the aggressor or defender in this matchup. On paper, really just comes down to health advantage, which it looks like the Vsion has. So he really doesn't want to aggress too hard. Looks like it froze. There we go, we're back. So it looks like he doesn't want to aggress. There, and he gets him out. Look at that. Look at that. There are a few advantages that each character has, though. For example, good air throw. Akiha is able to, with her jumping buttons, JC hits very good ground air in front of and behind her, whereas Vsion's got this JC, which hits above her, so it makes her very, very good for rising at people who are trying to monopolize airspace. Throwing out a lot of stagger pressure, going in with highs, going back into that, the claw, which is plus. It looks like he's just kind of trying to do very safe pressure, push himself out, and then use the claw to come back in, gets him with an overhead, gets him low. Alright. Relatively fast games, but that's kind of how things are gonna go when you got kind of vortex characters. The potential to just kind of get stuck in that vortex and not be able to get out is it's always there. It's always there. Taking a bit to load again. Here we are. Game starting up. So Vsion looks like she wants to play really aggressively, running in, throwing some of the those jumping kicks she's got out, firing in the air to kind of cover space. That makes a lot of sense actually. In this matchup, even though I said the aggressor isn't really on paper one or the other, the ability to throw out those fire rings to eat space makes Akiha probably the defender in this matchup, where Vsion, unless she has the health advantage, probably wants to be aggressing, since Aki doesn't really have any good reason to not have any reason to aggress as long as she can continue to monopolize space with those rings relatively safely. Goes in with the claw. Claw is relatively plus. He's just going to keep throwing that out. Goes in for the overhead, but the sweep catches it. Is able to auto burst out because of H-Move. Gets hot by the DP. Doesn't have a summon to help him out, but he catches out his landing. Going to put him back into the corner. Is he going to get any summon off? Nope. He drops the sweep. Goes in for an overhead. Doesn't get it. Just throwing out some safe stagger pressure into the claw. Again, the claw is plus. Every time you get hit by that, you're basically giving Vsion a reset. However, due to its slow startup, it can be jumped out of. So puts him all the way back in the corner. Aki trying to play safely, just trying to get out back into neutral and get these rings out. He doesn't want to aggress on Vsion. He's able to get back out in neutral, but he gets punished. He's able to get out of the corner, but he's just trying to aggress at the wrong times, it looks like. Throwing out some slight stagger pressure. Combos off a throw, gets him up in the air, knocks him back down. Good round. Alright, so here we go. He cuts him out of the air with the Ether Light Drill. Gonna run him, put him up back over, does more stagger pressure in the mid-screen, puts out a summon. Summon actually catches him jumping up, but he's not able to confirm out of it. Aki staying in the corner, respecting the V-Scion a lot, even at those kinds of distances. Does another summon, pulls him back up. Doesn't able to get anything, though. Gets out, jumps out over the summon, which is good, but it catches out his jump. Aki gets him finally with a combo, gonna bring him up, but he can't bring him back down. Scion just keeps jumping in, blocking the ring, and pressure isn't tight enough, though. Akiha gets brought down, knocked back into the corner. Air throw misses. He's going to try to come back out into the mid-screen. Ends up getting caught out, though. He's just not finding the openings. He's having a hard time. Throws him, gets him with the kick, does extra damage. And there you go. That's kind of the Scion Vortex. Puts him down, puts a summon down, throws him. Yeah, you get thrown. You can go back into the Vortex. Anyway, looks like Edgar does not come out on top. Edisi does, which means the next match is going to be Shorakyn for Lumina Rejects versus SND on C-Fuku players. SND also playing F-Sei. And I imagine that due to his team name, he's going to be playing F-Sei here, even though I know recently he's been experimenting with H-Aoko, and I think one or two other characters. So here we are. Let's bring up the caster, try to get into his game. Yep, SND versus Shorakyn, starting versus mode up. And if we are going to be doing Reese into F-Sei, it's another one of those matchups where it's kind of hard to... Reese is probably the aggressor in that matchup, I would believe, because Akiha wants to throw out these rings to keep Reese out, since, again, Reese only really has normals to... there we go, it's all synced. Reese only really has normals to kind of get in, whereas Sei has the ability to control space with that ring, as well as her normals. Reese's normal's substantially bigger than Sei's, though, so you don't really want to fight Reese in that way. You kind of want to just keep her out with the ring if you can. Or, if you can get close enough, throw your stagger pressure out, don't let Reese get out of the corner, run your set play. It's hard. It's kind of this interesting dynamic, where Reese wants to be the aggressor because Sei kind of wants you to have to run through rings, and if you don't do anything, Sei just keeps running these rings, especially in neutral, you can't really get in. Puts him back down, gonna throw another ring out. No, doesn't throw a ring, goes in for stagger pressure. Pushes himself all the way out, and then throws a ring, cancels it into... Oh! Breaks his meter coming back in. I'm not sure... Yeah, that's an ability, because it is C-Reese. I'm only used to seeing F-Reese, so this is interesting. I'm not entirely familiar with C-Reese's abilities. I thought H is the one that had that guard break, but it appears it's C as well. Goes in for DP, but whiffs. Isn't able to come out with a punish. Counter hits him in the air. Probably gonna get some big damage out of this. Nope, doesn't pick up on it. Another counter hit, though. This is what I'm talking about. It's very hard to approach Reese in the air. She's got very, very dominating air normals. Very dominating ground normals, too. Not many characters can contest her. However, she has to rely almost entirely on them to get in, so it can be very difficult for her. Especially when she has slower defensive options. She kind of has to rely on... she does have a meterless DP, but... she has to rely a lot on the game system again. She's not incredibly strong on defense, maybe? Maybe that's F. Not entirely sure. Either way, been put in the corner, is able to get reset with the ring, counters him out of the air again, breaks him, throws him all the way into the corner, does a poke, puts him up, isn't able to take any damage off of that with the combo. This is what I'm talking about. The ring's in neutral. A little high, though. See, now the Reese is cut out in the air, has to block the ring. Gets him brought back down, air unblockable with the grounded normals. Reese is able to get out of the corner, but he's just kind of trying to play that preemptive game, swinging his normals early, trying to catch Sei coming into it. Can't really get past the wall of rings. Gonna go into heat to try to get some health back and give Aki the incentive to come at him. And Aki does come at him. Puts him up into the corner. Is he gonna be able to follow through with this confirm entirely? Yeah, 3.5k. Does he have Oki? Goes for a shield, but isn't able to pick up on the punish on the shield. Gets hit by the ring in neutral on the wake up. Aki swaps sides. Reese not ready for it, apparently. Swaps sides again. Goes into heat, but the invulnerability from side swap actually beats out the reversal. So, Aki takes that game 1. Not bad, not bad. That's about how I expect it to go. Aki kind of trying to play around with the rings in neutral, and Reese just trying to get in. You can't commit to him too hard, because if you end up blocking in the air with those rings out, you're just kind of like... She's just gonna air unblockable you with a normal. Command grab, runs up, punishes him for respecting. What are you doing, trying to block my ring? What are you, stupid? Comes in, gets him with the overhead on the mix-up with the ring. Ooh, doesn't left-right in that time, but goes for some stagger pressure. Reese IADs over the sweep, but isn't able to get anything out of it. Shield counters him, brings him back down. Misses the sweep, though, still gets some Oki off of it, though, even if it is just meaty. Gonna bring him up with the ring. This actually combos, it looks like. Gonna start bringing him into the corner, getting a little bit of damage, not a lot, but every bit counts. Ooh, goes for that blast back, and it doesn't actually catch him out. Puts him in the corner, gets him with some stagger pressure on the redash, and that's gonna be first round. Reese having a hard time in neutral in this matchup. Aki is a very fast character, so when she actually does decide she wants to come in, even though a lot of times she doesn't want to be the one aggressing against a character who has normals that can, you know, protect so much space, when she does decide she wants to come in, she can come in very fast, and it's quite dangerous to deal with. Putting up those rings again, yep, goes in with the sweep, knocks him down. Oh, side swaps him, but he's able to throw him to punish him. Tries to poke him out, but the fire wheel does have invincibility when he comes in, so he's able to just kind of brute force his way through. Dashes in with the shield, but it doesn't do anything. Gets caught out by the ring. Say comes in with a combo. Command grabs him, punishes him for the respect. What are you trying to block my Oki? What are you, fucking dumb? Puts him back down, and a pretty convincing, two pretty convincing leads coming out of SND for that game. So then it looks like we're going to be running SND versus Edisi, I believe, is the other person on Shorakyn's team. So it's probably going to be the F-Sei versus the H-Vsion. Again, kind of like the first matchup, two set play-ish kind of characters. Well, not set play-ish, very, very set play. But they run their set play in different ways, which is kind of interesting to see. Whereas V-Scion wants to set play the character by putting these summons down, which force mix up, give her more damage, and it forces you to kind of play her game because you try to jump out, she catches you, puts you back down. So you try to throw break. No, she baits your throw break. Now you're taking 4K, and then you're getting looped through the vortex again. So it's not so much a lockdown kind of set play as it is a mix-up kind of set play that she wants to vortex with. Whereas F-Sei doesn't have as strong of mix on that wake up, but that ring forces them. It forces them to have to take whatever you're going to dish out. So she's very strong at just locking down, and she can create this very suffocating, annoying pressure to deal with, and it forces you to say, get me the hell out of here. And when you try to get the hell out, well, because the pressure is relatively safe, you're kind of just running face first into whatever the hell she's throwing at you. So, characters with similar kind of vortex game plans, but done in a different way, which I think makes it a pretty interesting watch. Whereas V-Scion also having probably the weaker neutral, because she doesn't really have very big buttons, doesn't really have any tools made specifically for neutral, whereas, say, you know, the fire wheel isn't like the greatest neutral tool ever, but it can be used in neutral to a good effect. So she trades a bit of the mix-up that she gets on the wake-up that V-Scion gets for the slightly stronger neutral game. Though I do believe V-Scion is going to be faster than Sei. While Sei has a very fast run once she gets going, it has this kind of acceleration to it, whereas V-Scion is just, she starts running and she's instantly out. Alright, game is syncing up right now, but it looks like we're about good to go. It's gonna be SND versus Edisi. Edisi. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing the value of having a second commentator to help you run the stream while you fill space, because trying to talk and get everything running together is it's kind of a bitch. I'll have Paddu help me with the tournament next time. Anyway, here we go. Round one, kind of jumping around. S&D trying to create the wall with those fire rings and charge up a bit, build some meter, force the Scion to want to come in. Protecting his space with those jumping A-normals. Goes in with the flame wheel, doesn't really catch anybody though. Ooh, gets air counter hit. He's going to get a confirm off this, but probably not any actual Oki. V-Scion, if you have to confirm out of the air with V-Scion, you have to come down with air throw, and it's usually not good. However, H does have the ground tag catch she can go for, which is nice. Catches him out with some stagger pressure. Gonna put him down in the corner with the overheads in a combo. Using that meter to get a bit of extra damage, then go for the Aki summon. Aki summon into command grab! That is true. Goes into heat, command grabs. I completely overlooked that, despite the fact that I play V-Scion. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous. It does a lot of burst damage. Puts him down into the corner. Isn't able to get the ring Oki out, but he does throw the ring out. Jumps out, though. Going back into neutral. Catching his jump in with the B, but isn't able to actually confirm off of it. Running under him. Oof. SND having a really hard time playing defensively. The V-Scion is very fast. He's sticking to him really, really well. Catching him out when he tries to throw rings out. Putting him back to the corner. Getting that extra damage out. And now he's going to throw that... throw the summon out. Throws him really early and doesn't actually get the summon to hit him. But it's not really that big of a deal because he can still combo off throw. Gets him with some stagger pressure, and puts him back down. That's going to be first round for Edisi. And, like I said, when it comes to these Vortex-type characters, it's kind of the nature of things. You get put in the corner, and just you stay there for a while. First one to get put in the corner, they're kind of going to live there for the rest of the game. If the round goes well for the other person. We're going to see here a Flame Wheel coming out of SND, and he's going to try to keep him in his corner as long as he can. Hits it, but isn't able to confirm. H-Wind bunkers out, but it didn't actually cost 100 meter, so, because it didn't clash while he was in the block stun. So it doesn't get the hard knockdown. Gonna put him down, and then SND gonna come out with the DPing Flame Wheel. That DPing Flame Wheel actually probably does beat the Aki summon now that I think about it, so you might want to try to use that a bit more on the summon Oki. Catches out his shield, but he's not able to really get something out of it. I'm just talking shit. Puts the Flame Wheel out. Flame Wheel goes away because it hadn't fully formed yet after Aki got hit. He's not really able to confirm too much out of these air hits, though. Aki putting him back into the corner, catches him, but isn't able to confirm off of it. Putting him in this relatively safe pressure with his plus normals, kind of out there. Punishes with respect for the command grab. He's going to throw a ring on him, run some mid-screen left-right mix-up. Counter hits him out. He's trying to push buttons. He's not respecting the lockdown. The F-Seifuku can enforce. So first round goes to SND. He's going to want to try to carry this momentum as best he can. Ooh, gets caught out with the JC, though. That's going to be some pretty good damage. Gonna, use some meter to get the extra damage out. Put the Akiha summon down. Uses the ring to get out. Smart. Now he doesn't have to sit down in the vortex. Back in neutral, but he gets caught out on landing. Missed his normal and probably tried to push a button, whereas, Shield lands well. Whereas the, V-Scion was mediating his landing very well. Command grab, punishing his respect again. Can't believe you're blocking against me. What move do I have that makes you think you should block against me? Am I right? Like, what? Anyway, throwing out another ring, trying to use the air unblockable DP he has to catch him out for trying to jump away from the ring, and I do believe that is air blockable, maybe not. Either way, catches him out, polices that airspace, not wanting him to jump over him and go back to neutral. Sick of his shit. So, current score is 1-1 for each of them. S&D tries to anti-air him, but he gets over him, not able to do it. Putting that ring out again, trying to kind of police space with this. Slowly moving in with those rings, putting one a little further than the next, and a little further than the next. Gets caught out on his approach, though, and gets put into the corner. Gonna use the slashes to bring him back down. Put a summon on top of him, and he's gonna DP out. That DP is plus, though. It's very difficult to punish, quite frankly, if you haven't labbed it. So, unless he knows how to punish that, S&D has probably figured out a way to get out of this pressure, that this wake up vortex pressure that Scion wants to lay down. Throwing out that safe pressure again. That 2C catches him. 2C's catching him a lot, which I kind of understand because it catches me a lot too. But it usually catches me trying to EX guard, whereas he's H-Man, so he's probably trying a defensive option, and it's just some unfortunate timing. Putting him back into the corner, dive kicking in, gets him with the sweep, brings him with the claw, but he's gonna air tech out and land back on him on top of a button for missing that overhead. Gonna put the ring on him, doesn't even block the ring. He's trying to get the hell out, but he's unable to. Ooh, misses the command grab, but he went for a bunker, so he's gonna get hit anyway. Uses the wrong DP. Comes out, he's gonna get hit. This is probably gonna be it for S&D. No, he comes down, goes in. Oh, S&D in heat though, so he's gonna have to run a pretty strong vortex game to get out of this. The problem is that S&D being in heat, no, heat runs out, but he's in the air. He doesn't really have any good Oki off of this. S&D just kind of wants to play this safe. Throw some safe buttons out. He's gonna respect that pressure. Cow mashes him out on the overhead, throwing those rings out. Ring doesn't make it though, so he's gonna get caught out trying to push a button. Not respecting the space that ring occupies since it's behind him. Hits him with the overhead, goes for the reset, but isn't able to pick up on it, which is unfortunate because it probably would have killed him. S&D's probably looking for a command grab. Oh, catches him on his landing after chicken blocking with the 2A. Unfortunate for V-Scion. It was a good game, though. It's a good game. I had something to say earlier, but I'm trying to kind of keep up without playing too far back in the past, and I'm kind of losing track. Anyway, so I'm gonna report that score. It's gonna be 2 for Seifuku players, 1 for the Type Lumina rejects. That means the current bracket is going to look like semifinals, Bonk the Cat, and Seifuku players. So we need to run through the loser bracket now. And loser's bracket, first round is going to be here. Let's see if I can get a look at that bracket. Yeah, there we go. It's a web page, but whatever. So let's see if I can get it organized with the Shorakyn's team versus... Oh, shit. Shorakyn versus who is the other team? Any idea? Any idea is Alex's team. So we'll get Shorakyn versus Alex. And that'll be our next match. Shorakyn versus Alex. So we're going to be getting the Type Lumina rejects again. This time, though, versus Team... Can't exactly remember the names, my apologies. Team Any Idea with Alex and Matteo. So, just waiting on that. We're gonna see who's gonna lead this time. They're asking right now who each is gonna play against, but let's take a look at the bracket, honestly. I think that's what I'm supposed to do in this situation to fill dead air. Let's take a look at this bracket. Semifinals is going to be Bonk Cat versus Seifuku. I believe Bonk the Cat is Paddu and Inka. Inka being a, I believe, C-Hisui player, but he's also been playing a bit of Mech, and Paddu playing a variety of characters. I think he's been playing C-Aoko recently, but you never know what he's going to pick in tournament. If it's Bonk the Cat, he might be theming the team, so he might be end up playing Mech or Neco Mech. Okay, so it looks like Shorakyn is hosting right now, and we'll see who ends up joining Shora. And then after whoever wins this, it's going to go up against the Big Booba Bark Band. And that's going to be 3 rounds of losers. So it looks like Bonk the Cat and Seifuku players are going to be waiting for a while. I might have kind of run the bracket in a shitty way that makes it so they're going to have to wait a while. But with only 5 teams, like, it makes it hard, because the last team that just lost is the team that went down to the losers round 1, which means we couldn't have even started losers until they played. So it's like, just due to the fact it's a team tournament and it's the odd number of players, I guess that's just kind of how things are going to roll. Oh, I have the wrong in-between space up. Alright, so it's Shorakyn, Shora, and it's going to be Shora versus, let's see, Alex? I think it's going to be Alex. Yeah. On Any Idea. And is it synced up yet? Not quite. There it is. Okay, now it's synced. What? Is that Shora playing... I didn't know he played Kouma. Alright, so we're gonna have Kouma versus Hisui. This matchup, relatively easy to know who the attacker and the defender is. Kouma, being the grappler, obviously wants to get in and grapple people. Whereas Hisui, being relatively good at controlling space, having fast backdash, fast movement, she kind of wants to stay away from him. Shora doing a very good job at sticking to him, though. He's punished a few defensive options, and then he decides, alright, not gonna do defensive options anymore, just gonna block, and he command grabs him. Does a high dust trying to catch him for jumping in, but doesn't I-AD in, so he's not really gonna get much out of it. Comes in low. Shora with the stagger pressure, catching him out, lands the Kouma B&B. It's actually interestingly hard to land that. But the Ayaya doesn't come out properly. Is he gonna go? Oh, shield then goes for command grab. For some reason it whiffs. Don't know why that is, but Hisui able to take the upper hand. Backdashes away. Kouma got a super armor for a little bit. Edge powers right through the vases. Doesn't care. He has the God-given right to just get in against projectiles when he uses that. It's terrifying. Kouma, there's a bit of a debate that Kouma is not bad against Nero because if he wants to, dude has the God-given right to just get the hell in. Anyway, that's off topic. And it's arguable, as I've said. Anyway, Kouma puts him in the corner, but Hisui heats out, putting some high dust up to try to kind of keep him out. Having that grounded dust police some space. Shora, he's got the God-given right to come in if he wants right now. Catches him out of the air and puts him back down. Goes for a, trying to go for some ground tech punishes, but the Sui doesn't ground tech, so he's just going to get some OTG damage. Sui jumping away, putting some dust down, throwing some tables. Dive kicks in and catches him. Sui naturally just kind of wants to stay out. She's just trying to get him the hell away from her. Trying to get him the hell away from her. Get him to run into something while he's trying to approach, but he's just always so close that if she tries to, she's going to get hit. He trades with him, knocks him in the air, but he doesn't pick up on it. So he's going to get put back to the corner. Throws him into the corner. Is he going to run a throw game? No, jumps back again. He's really not capitalizing on many of the things that he's hitting him with, but maybe he has some secret plan we don't know about. And he jumps up, charges JC. I imagine he was hitting another defensive option. This Kouma pressure is suffocating him. Catches him out. Kouma has some very, very plus jabs. So it's very, very scary when, oh, jumps out. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Jumps out. Nice. Counter hits him. Doesn't follow up. Unfortunate. Kouma's A pressure is scary. He's got plus buttons, and then he's got a command grab. It sucks. It sucks to fight against. Heats him out. Knocks him over there. Puts a big mat down. Gonna just kind of hang out. He's trying to have a picnic, but Kouma keeps fucking annoying the shit out of him. Gonna throw him down over there, knock him into the corner, goes for a throw. Wake up throw. Why you wake up throwing? Doesn't matter. Defensive option. It's one frame faster than Mash. He thought he would stay on the ground. He didn't, though. He didn't stay on the ground. And now you're dead. There we go. Shorakyn wins. Easy. Look at that. F-Kouma. Cool. Shorakyn's quite good at landing that, that staggered Rekka. I've actually been, tossing around in my mind learning some F-Kouma, and that Rekka stagger is surprisingly shifty to land. It's not very fucking cooperative. And while he didn't get the full combo of doing that Rekka and then jabbing him back into the air and using the charged jumping C buttons to juggle him, grab him, and knock him back down, he at least landed the Rekka, and that in itself is kind of a bitch. So well played. Looks like, so that means the next game is going to be Matteo versus Esdisi. There we go. Got it right this time. I keep calling him Edisi, but it's Esdisi. Like that. Yeah. I know how to spell. Alrighty then. So here we have Esdisi. He's got his host up. No, Matteo's got his host up, waiting for Esdisi. Bang, bang. Trying to connect, and ooh, Hatsune Miku fan versus Esdisi. Oh, that's definitely the match I'm looking for. Okay. Anyway, Type Lumina Rejects has a 1 point. I need to mark that on the scoreboard. Bring up the other fucking thing. There we go. Look at that. Matteo's gonna be on the player 1 side, it looks like. Swap, save. Cool. Everything is in order. Is the game synced? Game is synced. Look at that. Go. Excellent. I'm an expert. Alright. Oh, fuck. I hope it didn't just crash. There it is. Nice. Okay. So, again, this matchup is going to be... Sion is going to be the one aggressing for the most part. Aki kind of wants to play back the ribbons, knowing Matteo especially. That's kind of how he was tending to want to play the first round, stay away from arc, put some ribbons out, but he's putting some stagger pressure down right now, jumping away, trying to come back in. The Aetherlight Drill is pretty good at anti-airing, especially when it's charged, so that's going to be kind of hard for him to jump in on. Might want to think about his approach when he does that. The Claw is plus, but he backdashes away in the mid-screen. Doesn't really have the corner to allow him to maintain those plus frames. Puts him back with that Claw, and isn't really able to follow up on it, but he catches him out of the air. Misses the air throw, though. Gonna bring it back down with the Pillar. Either Pillar isn't plus, or he wasn't able to match at the right time. Gonna use the Kato to put him back down. Akiha, non-Seifuku Akiha, doesn't actually have a DP that can get her away from that summon. So this is a very, very good match for V-Scion to just run that Looping Vortex Oki on if she can, because once you get that down, and it's like, you hit him with it once, you're in their head. Using some ribbons, but they're not really meaty. It looks like those high ribbons are meant to try to kind of stop him from jumping out, but he sweeps him, brings him back up. Is he going to follow up on it? There we go. There we go. Gets him. Not getting a ton of high damage, but he is consistently making it difficult for him to get in on him, and he is staggering his moves out to try to stop Scion's aggression. So it's working out for him. Backdashes and goes in with that flying kick, but doesn't really get anywhere. Scion kicks down right through the ribbon, goes for a sweep, doesn't connect. V-Scion's dive kick, man. It's painful. That dive kick is minus on hit. Yeah, you can't follow up on it unless it counter hits. It's the worst. I hate it. But at least she has, you know, a dive kick for mobility. But I totally felt that pain right there of landing a dive kick just to, like, then have to block. What are you, stupid? Anyway, knocks him back up. Is he gonna go for the air throw? No, he misses it, but he's eyeing back in, gonna do some sweep pressure. Backdashes away. He seems very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very content to do this safe pressure where he staggers a bit of moves, pushes himself out, and then he tries to kind of reset neutral. It feels like he wants to be playing in neutral more, but which I can understand, but it also kind of feels like he's letting him out of the corner a little easy since he's backdashing out of the corner. He's not really playing keep it. There we go. The Oki hits him with the overhead. Akiha kicks him into the wall. Damage. Backdashing back in, does a charged ribbon. Scion's got him back with the pressure though. Catches his jump attempt. Oh, he lands on him with a counter hit. Would be big damage, but he's unable to confirm out of it, so it's unfortunate. Backdashing, just kind of playing neutral. Yeah, it seems like he's content to just kind of play neutral. Play this kind of poke game, but he gets caught out doing it. Tries to do something. Shouldn't be. Wake up. Yeah, gets hit. Anyway. Dive kicks in at him, throws out a claw, and there we go. There goes that safe pressure again, just throwing out those buttons, staggering him out, pushing him out, and then trying to kind of play him in neutral again. He feels comfortable in neutral, definitely feels like. He just kind of wants to avoid him, throw these ribbons out, catch him out with something, do a bit of damage, and then just make his life annoying. But every time Scion gets in, she's going to be running some Oki, which is not good for you. Catches him with it, but he doesn't go for the Vortex. He goes for the air throw, so not really going to get great Oki off of it. Blood eats and knocks him out, so Aki, one of the more the tankiest character possibly. I don't remember who's the tankiest, but one of the tankiest characters in the game. He goes into heat when his health is below 25%, gets all that health back, and he still has the 25% defense modifier. So right now, she's one of the tankiest characters in the game, and even with his health as low as it is, it's probably going to take 2 combos to kill him, which is kind of insane. Is he going to bear bug him, whatever it's called, down? Yeah, he is. Catches him on the wake up with a meaty 2. That's going to be game. Alright, next round. Ooh, air counter hits him. Gonna get some alright damage. It really is unfortunate that V-Scion doesn't get more damage out of air counter hits, because when you have to do air confirms with her, that's when you're kind of, not really happy, because you always have to go into that air throw ender, which is ground techable, and if they ground tech out and you dive kicked, you miss them. If they ground tech down, and you, or if they ground tech neutral, and you don't dive kick in, then they can kind of throw a button out before you can actually hit them. It's kind of painful. But H-Scion can spend meter to use the slashes, bring him down, force him to roll out, catch roll techs, gives a bit more damage. It's good. It's excellent. But H-Vsion also kind of wants to go into heat to get that command grab when she's running her vortex. Right now, both kind of just trying to feel each other out. Aki doesn't really have the HP advantage when you look at the numbers, but okay, well now he does. But he does have the HP modifier. That means he which means he does have more HP than V-Sign. Had more HP than V-Sign. He's gonna put it down here, opts to take him up, and then goes for air throw ender. Dive kicks down, hits him with a meaty 2-way. Doesn't actually follow up on it though. Aki heats out, misses the anti-air Kato. Aki in heat, high defense, doesn't follow up on it, and he jumps right into a ribbon, so it all works out. It all works out. This is what he wants. He wants to put you in neutral and fling ribbons at you. So it's working. Whatever. Does what he wants. Catches him out with the Ether Light Drill again. It's surprisingly really, really good at anti-airing people. Oh wow, mashes right out of the Vortex pressure. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. I'm not going to respect that shit. He thinks you think I'm going to respect it, and I'm not. And then when you come in, that's when you get caught out. You fool. Knocks him out of the air, hits him with the Ether Light Drill. Gonna put a summon out, but it's not really gonna do much. Aki jumping right over. Going for that kind of safe stagger pressure, but as long as Scion keeps respecting that stagger pressure, it's not really gonna get you too far. I feel like you could easily throw him now, because he's not really mashing you out. He's very respectful of what you got going on. But, again, with the safe pressure, pushing out, trying to return to neutral, Scion wants to just kind of punish those returns to neutral. Coming in with some stagger pressure, redashes, hesitates on his mash and gets caught out. Gonna bring him up. Not gonna kill him, though. Come back down with the dive kick. Heats out. Right now, Akiha's got a lot of health. Doesn't look like it, but it's gonna take probably 2 combos to kill her now, just because of the defensive modifier she has. Like, if it times out, she's gonna lose, but okay. Well, now one more combo will kill him. That's gonna be a hard knockdown bunker. Bringing him up. Oh. What did that trade with? It looked like he overheaded. I don't... Huh. Alright, well, it traded. The overhead came out a little sooner than I thought. Cool. Going for that sweep, Scion jumps right over it, though. Ether Light Drill to kind of build some space, but he gets counter hit in the air. Doesn't confirm off it, though. Counter hit on the ground. Gonna put him all the way back into the corner. Probably run some Oki. Yep, here we go with the Vortex. Throws a little too early, and then the kick misses. Or, well, the kick doesn't miss, but the throw misses. Kick gets blocked. Mashes out. Kick's not incredibly plus. The thing about the kick, though, is that it basically resets your pressure. So if you whiff something big, the kick ain't gonna save you out of the summon, you know? Takes him up, brings him back down. Kind of throws some A-jabs to kind of try to police those dash-ins again, but he doesn't dash in, so he uses a pillar to push him back out. Use some ribbons to push him out. Trying to police some space with some rising buttons, but V-Sion's not falling for it. Lands. Doesn't follow up on it, though. Sideswap! Walks right under him, hits him out of the air. Hits him. Using that, flipping kick that Scion has, his JC, doesn't hit behind her at all, but H-Scion does have that kind of really good ground-to-air cross-upping JP. Didn't use it, though, so naturally got walked under. Unfortunate for him. Ether Light Drill, catching out of the air. Gets punished for placing his summon down in neutral on a Aki that's coming down to fall on him. Is Aki gonna get any pressure, though? A little bit, a couple of hits, but again, going for that safe stagger pressure doesn't really net much reward when someone is willing to just block. You kinda gotta take a bit more risks on offense to get in, it looks like. Ether Light Drill doesn't really get him. Got a lot of recovery, though. Ribbon's coming out on the wrong side. He's landing a lot of these sweeps, but he's having a bit of trouble confirming them, and it's unfortunate. Because he's definitely playing the way he wants. He's getting him in neutral, sweeping him, picking at him with ribbons, but he's just unable to confirm off of it. Bringing him down with Kato, gonna run a Oki setup, and grabs him, times it perfectly so that the kick hits him, kills Aki. Jumping out of that setup is very strong, especially if you think throw's gonna come. So you'll circumvent the kick and the throw, but if the other person isn't jumping, it's not really a 50-50, but they're not really, you know, the game against V-Sion's Oki doesn't really start until the other person realizes that they gotta jump the hell out of that, you know? So if he's not gonna jump out, every time he throws one of those summons out, it's like, low risk, high reward. Putting him down in the back into the corner with those overhead kicks, gonna knock him back up, go for an air series. Not a ton of damage, but he is gonna get Oki off of it still, since Aki isn't wanting to ground tech out. He kind of fears getting punished for those ground techs. Gonna knock him back up, put a summon down. Is he going to heat out? No, he's gonna burst out during the block stun. Does his safe pressure, but then he keeps backdashing. He backdashes back to neutral, and Scion's onto him at this point. He says, okay, you're gonna do your safe pressure and backdash. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for you to do your safe pressure, and when you backdash out, I'm gonna chase you. So he catches him out. Game 2 goes to Type Lumina Rejects, so Type Lumina Rejects moves on to fight the Big Booba Bark Band. So, okay then. Okay, so now it's gonna be versus the Big Bark Booba Bandits. What are they? The Big Bark Booba Band? Yeah, the Big Bark Booba Bandits. For some reason, the window capture isn't bringing up the bracket. Oh well. Anyway, submit those scores. So now next is going to be the Big Bark Booba Bandits versus Big Bark Booba Band versus Shorakyn. So at and again, I'm sorry to to Paddu and S&D for being in the winner's bracket, having to wait so long to get their games in. It's just the nature of how this tourney lays out because it's team and there's 5 people, so we couldn't do the first loser round until round 2 winners had played through their games. So, yeah. So hopefully they don't mind having to wait so long. I do feel bad about it. There we go. Now I got the bracket working. I'm a genius. There's the bracket. There's our current bracket. Zoom in? No? Not gonna cooperate? That's fine. So there we go. Here's where we are now. Big boop purple. Yeah, no. Oh, man. I gotta figure out how to get that, like, kind of overlay to work with OBS. I'm using old OBS since OBS Studio doesn't work so well with Melty. So it doesn't quite have all the options I'm used to, and I had to jury rig it to come all along with browser. Okay, they're in, launch up, spectate, control V, and we're gonna be getting the Big Bark Booba band. Big Bark Booba band versus, it's gonna be, it looks like Magemo's gonna be the first. Magemo, and it's gonna be him versus Shorakyn for Type Lumina Rejects. I could have sworn Shora was a Reese player, but then he played Kouma, and I thought he played F-Reese, but he played C-Reese earlier, so honestly, it's up in the air who the hell he's gonna play. Alright, it's taking a bit of time, it's running a bit fast, but it's syncing up. So he's gonna be playing, yeah, H-Hime versus C-Reese, it looks like. Probably a fucking hard matchup for C-Reese, because Hime is very good at controlling space. So it's like normally C-Reese has to be the one to approach anyway. Okay, there we go, they're good. C-Reese has to, a lot of times, be the one to approach anyway, but if she gets a health lead, she can very easily kind of protect her space with her big normals a lot. But I mean, even if you're trying to protect your space with Reese against Hime, Hime's normals are so big, and she has the ability to just, like, swat you out of the air with her grounded pillars, which are air unblockable and lows, and you kinda, like, not all characters can really, like, just punish them on block. So, even with the health advantage, I feel like this is gonna be kind of rough for Reese. Hime is just a very dominant character, and whether she's attacking or defending. But she has a very low health modifier, so she's already down to about half health. Bunker's Mountain gets a hard knockdown off. It tries to sideswap him with the wind, but Shora is ready for it. He's blocking, respecting this pressure, respecting the dash of pressure. It's not quite F-Hime, so he doesn't have to like just sit there and respect 2Cs and let him run on back up to him. But big normals does need to respect that pressure. Bunker's out again, but Shora comes with an EX move. Doesn't actually get punished. Don't know if you can punish it. I imagine you probably can. It looked very much like a DP, but Shora hits him with the low. Hime probably was about to block high to try to stop that F-Kick-In, which is for F-Reese. C-Reese doesn't have that, so he probably just got hit by staggers. And he punched him into the corner. Look at that. Just gotta hit him probably about 3 times, since Reese is a high damage character fighting a low damage threshold character. Bringing him back up, gonna bounce him off the wall, take him back up, bring him back down. 5.8k damage off of, what was that, an A confirm? Maybe it was an A confirm, and then he reset him with a B to counter hit. But look at that, he's just pressing 5A. He's just pressing 5A, and he counter hits him from all the way over there. Reese's long, big normals does make it so that she extends her hurt box as far, but man, Hime's got good buttons. Catches him with the overhead. Very oppressive pressure coming out of Shorakyn. Hime just couldn't get the hell out. I don't know if H-Hime's got the same DP that F-Hime does, but he was having a hard time getting out of that pressure for sure. Bunker's out. Can't really bunker out if he doesn't have 100 meter though, so that's probably why I was stuck in the corner earlier. Running some basic stagger pressure, knocks him up, hits him with the wind. Shorakyn comes back in, dashes right in, completely surpasses that, circumvents the, what's it called, that ground geyser. Hits him with the counter hit dash in, 2.9k damage. Shorakyn's looking nice right now. He just kind of has to, gets him with stagger hits. I was gonna say, he probably just wants to feel comfortable doing Reese things, running some Reese pressure, just, wow, is this gonna kill him? It's gonna kill him! Look at that! Look at that! Damn, the amount of damage Reese can do, especially against Hime. It's insane. I was gonna say, he was probably content to just kind of play that safe kind of Reese pressure where you just kind of sit right outside of their range and try to cut off escape routes, but it wasn't even necessary. He just killed him. He's like, yeah, half health, I'll just kill you. You think I give a shit? Hime trying to play a bit more conservatively now. No, more defensively but risky. Because kind of in the past he's been kind of letting just Shorakyn dash up to him, but now he's throwing out a lot more pillars, throwing out a lot more normals ahead of time. So it feels like he's kind of found his rhythm a bit now. He kind of knows what Shorakyn wants to do. I know how you want to come in. Yeah, that's alright. I'm not going to just let you come in, asshole. I'm going to sideswap you and I'm going to knock you up. Put you back down, safe Wind Mine. Wind Mine's going to go off after a bit. Shorakyn does go into heat. But Hime just going to kind of try to stop as much of the regeneration as she can. Trying to kind of keep him at bay with the stars, with the geyser. This is kind of, yeah, how I expected the match to go. But when Shorakyn gets in, damage is going to be big. Probably going to do about 4.5, yeah, 4.4. Puts him down, avoids the Wind Mine, but, oh, gets shielded out. Wind Mine hits him, turns it into an invalid combo. I don't know if it would have been valid had the Wind Mine not hit. Either way, Shorakyn's down on the ground in the corner now. Hime running her basic Hime pressure, big normals. Gotta respect those dash-ins, but the pillar is blocked. Ooh, he tries to throw something else out and ends up getting a cliff, but Shorakyn can't actually come up with any punish for it. There we go. Now he's doing the Reese pressure. He's just kind of stopping escape options. You want out? I'm going to jump and hit you, but... Oof. Oh! The DP barely misses Hime's tiny flying hitboxes, even off of shield. And yeah, with Hime's float, even if you are just kind of try to keep him in that corner and cut off his escape routes, it's really, really hard to do, because she's just so fast when she wants to be up in the air. Pulls back, blows right through the fucking Wind Mine, doesn't care at all, knocks him down, 2k damage, yeah, that's fine, 2k damage. Oh, hits him with the geyser, though, isn't able to get anything off of it. Wind Mine trades, keeps Hime safe. Wind Mine is up, yep, there it is, gonna detonate right about then. H-Moon doesn't have manual detonate, it goes off after about 3 seconds, so you gotta really, really careful when those get put out. Throws him, and he's gonna get some sort of, ooh! Shimmies him, but doesn't actually get the punish, and Shorakyn's able to recover from his own throw whiff and then hit Hime. Unfortunate, hits him with the overhead, brings him down, and game's over. Game's over. He's out. He quit. He's done. Fast quit. So, alright, first game goes to the Type Lumina Rejects. And the Big Booba, Big Bark Booba band is going to be going up with, I believe, Cat Elnuk. Another one of those names I'm almost positive I'm pronouncing wrong, and I'm sorry for that. But it's going to be Esdisi versus Elnuk. E-L-N-U-K, Elnuk. There we are. Look at that. Okay, gonna try to join up in their game right about now. But yeah, that's I kind of expected Reese to have a bit of a harder time getting in against Hime, but it also looked like those dashes that Shora was doing with that reshield were like really good at just powering through those mines, and Hime being able to retreat as quickly as she can while throwing those hitboxes out in front of her makes it really, really hard to approach. Unless I suppose you have a tool that is it's really good at circumventing it, which that shield seems to kind of beat. I don't know, maybe he was just timing it just right, and he had a good read on it. Either way, it was pretty well played. That's a matchup I would expect Reese has a bit of a hard time in. Alright, we're good. We're all synced up. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be Elnuk on Arc and Esdisi on the Scion. Jumps up and does a whoosh, ends up getting him, but isn't able to confirm. Whooshes and counter hits, gets a bit of a confirm, but not much. Putting some stagger pressure in there, that's very, very plus. Does the high-low, catches him, but isn't able to confirm off of it. Is that plus? That's obviously not plus. Get mashed out, idiot. You're gonna go up into the air. Put you not in the other corner. Not really gonna get Oki off of it either. Etherlight Drill just gets ducked, and Ark's just kind of trying to protect her space right now. Jumping up, playing safe, kind of throwing some early buttons out. Running that Rekka pressure. Gets caught out of the air with the Kato. Doesn't get mixed up though. Lucky for him. I think you can backdash that. No, Arc doesn't have a long enough backdash. So in the mid-screen, Arc gonna have a bit of a hard time backdashing the Aki summon. So it's good to respect it, since I believe Arc is also one of the characters which whose DP does lose if you try to trade it with the Aki summon. Looks like the Aki summon hit first there instead of the overhead. So instead of him getting launched to the corner, he just ended up comboing him mid-screen. ends up getting knocked out on his own pressure. Unfortunate, but it's alright. Ooh, tries to kind of preemptively stop him from coming in with his kick, but the slash just reaches him just barely. Doesn't get a huge combo off though, does put him in the corner. That hits behind him! The swoosh hits behind him, trades for, well, it doesn't really trade in anyone's favor, just kind of trades. What a fucking world we live in, anyway. Jumps in with the swooshes, that's very, very plus. Goes for that dodge mix-up, but it doesn't... That dodge mix-up has been more dangerous in these games I've seen, and not because it's been side-swapping, but because someone sees him dodge, and they go, yeah, I could punish that, but they just don't quite process it fast enough, and then he hits him anyway. Side-swaps him, he's gonna bring him to the corner, probably try to run some, oh, he misses the flip. I don't think that actually combos, but maybe it does. Isn't able to get his Vortex game going. It's unfortunate, he hasn't really been able to run his Vortex game this whole game, so he's just kind of been playing neutral against C-Arc, which is... It's neutral against C-Arc, that's what it is. Uses his, gets DP'd, he's back in the corner. Oh, he's gonna die, oh god. Arc just gets combos off of one of the best DPs in the game. Auto corrects direction because it's a 2-2 input instead of a fucking, you know, regular DP motion. Then she just gets a combo off it. What a joke. Puts him in the corner, goes for the high-low, doesn't get it. Overheads with the Rekka and gets mashed out. I don't know if the Rekka is minus and he tried to go for a button or what, but either way, it's gonna get put in the corner. Doesn't combo off it though. Misses the DP, however. Gonna not get big damage because it was an A starter, but he is gonna bring him up, take him back down. No, he misses the JC. Trades, gets him a hard knockdown. Well, not a hard knockdown, but a knockdown that turned out to be hard a knockdown. Runs his Vortex, but he heats right out, unfortunately. Arc got to about 25% HP when she went into heat, so it might take even 3 combos to kill her now with the way her HP modifier is. She's a very tanky character. V-Scion is a relatively low damage character, unfortunately for her. If she can get a summon out, though, and get a really optimal combo, he might be able to kill him in 2 hits, but that's doubtful with just Arc's damage modifier and the way reducing works. Arc catches him out in the corner with the low after faking the overhead, pulls him in with that dodge, and this time he's respecting it. I'm not gonna fall for that shit twice, he says. Jump out of the corner, gets him, he doesn't respect his landing. I'm plus when I press JB, idiot! What are you pushing buttons for? Now you're in the corner, you're gonna be eating my fucking Oki for breakfast. Overheads, this might kill him. Is he gonna take him up? He doesn't have the mana for the claws, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, 2.8k damage, look at that. Yeah, he doesn't have the mana for it, that's what it's called. Hits him with the slash, but he's able to jump away, making the second hit. Whiff. Arc just, gets counter hit out of the air. Probably not going to get too much damage out of it, though, because, yeah, again, V-Scion doesn't really have the greatest air confirm. She wants to try to stay grounded if she can. Even then, when she stays grounded, damage isn't high. What she really wants is to run that Vortex, and 3.8k damage into the Vortex, that's what he's going for. Goes for a shimmy, but Arc doesn't take the bait. Puts him in the other corner now, but back to neutral, just kind of jumping around. Shield, but no dice and no punish either. Blocks the overhit on the Rekka. Arc not looking too good right now. Got a lot of health missing, but he could just heat whenever he feels like it if he's feeling like he's not getting pressured as much as he'd like to be. Gets a hard knockdown out of that. Runs the... No! It didn't hit. Maybe... Oh my... I thought Arc CP lost the summon. Because I know for a fact it has in the past when I played C-Vsion, but the summons might come out at slightly different times on the different moons. Unfortunate that Arc doesn't even have to respect his Vortex now, for all I know. So this matchup is just looking even harder for V-Scion now. He's stuck in the corner, he's demoralized because he didn't respect my Vortex. I'm demoralized, he's DPing. Look at that. And he's getting punished, but not really. What a world! How are you supposed to fight this? Rekkaing him, kicking him back into the corner, trying to cut off escape routes, counter hits him, gonna put him into the corner, put him back down, jumping with the flying kick, the whoosh is very safe, actually gets him with the side swap this time, he wasn't expecting it, that hasn't worked once this whole tournament, and now it works out of nowhere, I'm getting robbed. Gonna put him back down to the ground. Side swaps. Oh, he's ready for it, though. I'm not falling for that shit twice. Here we go. Hard knockdown into a summon, but no good mix off of it. However, he does hit him anyway. Arc, I don't even think he wants to burst. Yeah, I'll take your stupid fucking Oki again. You think I care? I'm in max. I'm a C-Moon character. I'll just go into heat whenever I feel like 200 meter after going into max. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, idiot. Oh, DPs gets caught out. Is he going to be able to run a good Oki setup here? One Oki setup will kill him, so he's going to have to go for something. Oh, and he just heats. Gets caught by the Akiha, but yeah. Just heats right out. Trades, but not really great. Oh, is he gonna get punished for that? Throws out an arc drive, trying to catch him while he's jumping, since I do believe it's air and blockable. Doesn't get him with the rest of the combo, though. 2 Bs, oh, the humanity. And it just slides right in and knocks him out of his pressure. So that's gonna be the second game going to Enulk for the Big Booba Bark Band. No, the Big Bark Booba Band. which means we're going to a game 3 of Shorakyn versus Elnuk. Gotta think hard about it because I always fucking I keep wanting to say Enulk or Enulk. It's not that though. I'm fucking stupid. So it's gonna be Shorakyn versus Enulk now. Probably gonna be Reese versus Ark. And since they're both kind of characters that they rely heavily on the normals in neutral. They're not like Aoko. They don't have tools specifically made for neutral. They're not like Seifuku with those air unblockable pillars or the wheel she can throw out, where she's got kind of tools that can be tailored to used very, very well in neutral. Reese and Ark kind of are just very... They've got good normals, and they want to protect their space with their normals. They want to jump around, they want to swing, they want to windmill their arms at each other. They want to play video games. So, it's probably going to be... I would imagine this matchup is going to be... roast beef? Riesbyfe playing more defensively, trying to just kind of protect her space with her charge buttons and her long pokes, and Ark just trying to get in. But then when Ark does get in, I'm going to take you all the way to the corner. I'm gonna fucking do whatever the fuck I do. I'm Ark. I push buttons. I windmill my arms. You die. Get killed, nerd. All right, they can go. It looks like it lined up. We're all synced. Classical evening party. And they are on the proper side. Yep, Elnuk versus Shora. Cool. So yeah, there we go. He just does a IAD. Flying kick in. He is able to hit him with 2A, but doesn't actually get anything out of it. Ark flying all the way and back into the corner. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you out over here. We're going back to the corner. Gonna go into the high-low. And Shora's not taking this shit. He says, yeah, I've seen you do that all fucking day, dude. You think you're gonna do that to me? Other side of the corner. Mana break, whatever it's called. Magic circuit break. Yeah. You're going over here. Nice heat, idiot. Get counter hit, dumbass. I'm gonna take you up and I'm bring you back down. Shorakyn with high damage, even against Ark. Oh! The reversal Ark drive. Not a ton of damage, but it does give him the hard knockdown. To sideswap him, he bursts out though. Burst not able to get baited. Now I think he just kind of wants to play back. Ark runs in and hits him with her buttons. Her 5A, her fucking jab is as big as B buttons. It's insane that... Oh! The DP in to punish you, fool! It is insane how long Ark's buttons are. That A button. You can just play neutral with that A button, and some characters are like, yeah, I gotta play with my B button, and like, what am I gonna do about it? You can't punish her A button. It's fucking like, what? Who cares on width? It's an A button. Anyway, bringing him back up, putting him back down. Not really going to get a ton of pressure on A, but he catches his jump out, and I guess that's what you're going for in that area. When you're that far out, you just kind of want to cut off escape routes, and I'm not falling for it again, he says. He says, I've seen what you do. You're going to get fucking grid broken. Grid broken. Yeah, magic circuit broken. DP, I'm taking you out here. We're going back mid-screen. I'm taking you to the corner. Tries to walk up, but Ark's not respecting it. No, fuck this. We're going in the corner now, but EO, he's unable to keep him in the corner. Protecting his space with those jumping back charging C buttons. Ooh, catches his jump out with that sweep. You charge out all the way, it turns into a low. It has a hitbox high enough to catch jump outs in the early stages. Ark's having a hard time getting out of the corner. Shora is doing a very good job policing those escape routes. Because it's very hard to disrespect fucking Riesbyfe. She's got such big normals, and she's got strong stagger pressure in the sense that she can just kind of keep poking you with them right outside of your range, that you kind of have to try to go for an escape, and when you aim to police those, yeah, you kind of die. Or you get killed if you're the one getting your ass kicked. Anyway, Shorakyn been taken both to the left and right side of the screen in the last, like, 5 seconds. That's just Ark. DP's out. He doesn't have much health. One more hit's gonna kill him. Ooh, but Ark does with the DP. Blocks it. He's ready for it. Oh, unable to carry it over. But Ark right now, Shorakyn goes into heat. Gonna try to get some health back, but Ark's not having it. Ark says, no, I'm gonna chip away some of that red health. You're not getting enough health back to be able to survive 2 combos. Looks like he did, though, so he's gonna be surviving about 2 hits right here. Tries to go for a whoosh cancel, but it doesn't really do anything. Shorakyn knocks him all the way back, breaks his meter. But it doesn't matter. Oh! He's able to get out. One hit's gonna kill him, and he swooshes him. Just whooshes him right out of the air. Shorakyn got a little too close. Sideswaps him in the beginning, tries to knee him, doesn't really come out. Going for that Rekka Claw pressure, pokes him out with the 2B. You know, don't try to jump on me, idiot. Riesbyfe, don't do it. Anyway, gonna put him in the corner now. Like, Shora was just talking all the shit. You hear Shora talking about how he was Riesbyfe? Well, yeah, Ark doesn't give a shit. I'm gonna put you back in the corner. Bringing him up, counter hit, punishes the shield. Probably gonna be a lot of fucking damage. No, but he misses the whoosh. Shorakyn coming back down with the charge JC. Now Shorakyn's starting to do a lot of damage. He's like, yeah, that was cute. Watch this. And we're gonna take him up. Oh, missing the heat. Yeah, nice heat hitbox, idiot. You're not gonna contest my JC buds. Have you seen how disjointed they are? I'll backdash. I'll throw more JCs at you, staggering some pressure. Look at this. You gonna try to jump out? Oh, okay. Well, all right. You're gonna jump out. I let you jump out. All right. I was just messing with you. I'm gonna heat out and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna kick your ass. Puts him down, catches him with the low. Gonna put him all the way back into the corner. But he's not really close enough to apply any pressure, so he's trying to catch that jump out with that high jab, but looks like he just kind of wants to jump in and try to preemptively swing at him, protect his face with those JCs, poke him out when he tries to approach, and then take him back up. Doing a bit of shimmying, coming up, coming down, hits him with the JC, not respecting my landing! What are you doing, fool? Anyway, probably thought Shora would jump dash back up at him, but Shora, he understands he's not gonna try to... He's not gonna try to run up and throw you, why would he? You have to respect that JC. Puts him back down to the corner, ground tech's out, but he doesn't catch it, able to heat, but he's not gonna get too much health back since, number one, well, he's being hit, but even then he was on block stun, stopping the regeneration of C-Moon's heat healing. Gonna put him back down. Tech's out, gets caught by the swoosh. Oh no, is this the end for him? I don't think it's the end, but one more hit's gonna do it. Uses JC to kind of protect himself, but he's still stuck in that corner. Arc doing some slashes. Was that a low? It looked like he stood up and got hit anyway. I don't know if that was a low or a mid. Maybe he just tried. He didn't try to push a button, so it wasn't counter hit. Maybe it caught his jump out. Either way, jumping in, doing some swooshes. Gonna push himself back out to a safe range again, but doesn't really matter. Shorakyn's got some pretty good buttons to poke out against you. Goes for a shield, but the first hit misses. He's not dead yet, though. He's still in it. He's still in it. Hits with the JC. Isn't able to confirm off it, though. Slides in, jumps over. Oh, the humanity. Fucking Arc. She can just be so low to the ground at the same time as she pokes you that sometimes your jumping buttons just whiff. They just whiff. Goes for that big punch. That's a really hard move to punish. You know, a lot of Riesbyfe players say, man, that punch, just punish it, dude. It's like minus a bunch, just punish it. But it pushes her so far out, gets hit, whatever, DP. Pushes her so far out, how the hell are you supposed to punish it anyway? Like, it's insane. I think I've only ever punished it with like Tono sweep. Knocks him all the way across the screen with a break. Gonna put him back in the corner. What are you gonna do, DP? Yeah, I don't think so, idiot. Gonna knock him up, bring him back down. Probably about 4k damage out of this. Yeah, it seems about good. Does some good damage. Gonna sweep at him, try to stop his escape route, but the jump out comes out a little too soon. Art gonna put him all the way back into the corner. Going with the Rekka. Stops halfway through, though. Goes with the swipe. Shorakyn's blocking. Gets him with a counter hit. Not a ton of damage, but enough damage to, like, maintain his presence as a threat with the large health lead he has. He doesn't really want to go... Oh, that Jace. That Arc foot, man. It just catches you from so far out. Shorakyn wanted to protect his space, but Arc's ability to jump forward, air dash, and then just JB so fast out of her air dash, he's able to just invade your space so quickly, it's insane. Hits him with the overhead, though. Yeah, you're not going to be blocking overheads, I'm not going to stop doing them, dummy. Now you're dead. Game 1 goes to Shorakyn. Arc going to bring him all the way to the corner. Only 2.7k, hits him with the overhead, but he just bursts out. No, I'm not having this shit. I'm going to burst out. We're going here, counter hit, gonna bring you up. I'm gonna burst out too then, he says. He's like, yeah, okay. Whatever, bro. Now I'm gonna put you in the corner. Shorakyn stuck in the corner, shields out, but no, the kick catches. What was that, a DP? Shield into DP? Unless it's an EX shield, I guess the hit stop wasn't enough to stop the JB from catching him. That was insane. That DP has to have, like, no invul, if any at all. Jumping up, trying to protect some space, but Arc runs right under. She's a fucking slippery little rattlesnake. Catches him on the way down. Gonna do some more Rekka pressure, holds the shield out, but Arc gets a hit but doesn't punish. Trying to get some health back, but no, that's gonna be the end of him. Counter hit, jumping. Tried to do a rising charge, and Arc was ready for it. Comes right under, crosses him up. Wasn't even a cross up, he threw a button out, and the JB just caught the extended hurt box. Unfortunate. Look at Arc, look at him just throwing out these 5As. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I'll whiff 3 5As in a row in neutral. What are you gonna do about it, huh, kid? I'm fucking C-Arc. My buttons are as big as B buttons, dummy! Gonna bring him up, put him back down, hits him with the overhead, oh no! Shorakyn probably gonna take about 3.5k damage here. Invalid, 3.4k, I'm a prophet. Knocking him out, goes into heat, gets a bit of that health back, has the lower health modifier at the higher health value now. And he's gonna hit him with that low, bring him all the way into the corner, drops the combo though. Shorakyn's just trying to protect some space. Trying to stop jump outs, like, yeah, stop trying to jump out, I'm gonna protect my space with these JCs, stop you from jumping over, but when you've been hit in the air 3 times, you ended up just juggling so high that he was able to get over anyway. Arc trying to IAD in right over Shorakyn's kind of like low pokes, but oof, he's catching him out into the corner. Is this going to be the end for Shorakyn? Bringing him back down. One more hit from either will probably kill, and that's going to be the end for Shorakyn, unfortunately. So it looks like Arcuid comes, and the big bark booba bandits take the set. The big bark booba bandits. Gonna report that as a 1, 1, 2. Yeah. Which means that now, finally, we get to come to Paddu, who's been waiting for at least an hour. Paddu and SND, and the people on their teams, I think Inka and Edgar, all great sports for waiting this long to fucking finally play. Let's get them the fuck in here. Let's get the winners goddamn fucking bracket going. Gonna do a call out. Paddu, D. Okay. They've been waiting forever. And let's see. I'm kind of getting in the rhythm. I'm kind of finding a rhythm for this. So now we gotta get the team names in while we wait. We've got Bonk the Cat, and we've got C-Seifuku players, but not spelled correctly. C-Foku players with no E. And then we're gonna see who's playing first on their team. Paddu's pinging Inka. He's trying to find him. He might have gone AFK from all this waiting around. Sick of listening to me talk about bullshit. He's watching the stream and he's like, dude, you're talking about fucking V-Scion shit. 10 minutes after it happened. V-Aki, whatever, no. C-Aki versus V-Scion, and motherfucking, like, you're talking about some sort of, like, V-Scion Oki, and Aki's the one doing pressure. I'm sick of this guy. I'm fucking out of here. Looks like they're trying to find him, though. He might have gone to get some food or something since it was taking my dumb ass so long. But it looks like it's going to be Edgar versus Paddu for the first round. And I'm excited to see who Paddu's going to play. Because I know he's been playing C-Aoko. But he also has a history with C-Nero and Mech. And at one point he was learning some Scion. And I think he's played Mech against me a few times. So, he gets around. He's, Paddu is very much, I feel like, holds the mentality that I do of he wants to be a strong Melty Blood player, not a strong blank-specific character player. Like, Paddu doesn't want to just be the best Nero or the best Aoko. He wants to be a good general player. And in doing that, he's spread himself out to play a lot of different characters, and he's got a feel for how a lot of other characters play the game. So he's got a lot of good... His game sense is very good. He's got a lot of, he's got a lot of knowledge and experience that makes him a really, really scary person to fight against. Even if Paddu said, I'm gonna play C-Tono today, and no one's ever seen him fucking play C-Tono, I'd be scared to fight him. Because he's just fundamentally very strong. Right now it's trying to connect to the IP, but it's having a bit of trouble, it looks like. I might need to restart my caster. Looks like Inka still hasn't showed up. Yeah, my caster's not doing shit, so let me go find it again and relaunch it. Alright, Edgar's host. There we go. Paddu versus Edgar. Now we're in. Alright. Starting spectator. And then seeing as how they're the C-Seifuku players, I imagine Edgar's going to be playing as F-Sei like last time. Paddu, if the last thing he's been playing is any indication of what he'll do, I imagine Paddu is going to go for a C-Aoko. However, you know, the team name Bonk the Cat and the fact that he has experience playing Mech, Neco Mech, and I think he's even played Knack and won games and tournaments with Knack. I have a feeling we could see probably anything. It's still syncing up, though. I joined a bit late, so it's probably going to sit here and spin its wheels for a little while. Alright, we're good to go. And he... Oof, is that a Nero? Paddu's gonna play Nero? Damn. Team name Bonk the Cat, and then he picks a zoo. Alright, man. This is gonna be a rough matchup. I don't know if F-Sei can do much against Nero, because she can put those wheels out that kind of maybe stop him from approaching, and he's got those big normals that'll extend into it if he gets it out, but like... Does Sei really have a good way to stop him from playing the zoo if he really wants to? I don't know about that. Deer is out, so he's gonna mash, but yeah, Deer's gonna hit you. You gotta respect the Deer. You hit Nero, congratulations. That's only step one. You can't just hit Nero. You have to hit Nero so that you can hit Nero, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like playing against any other character, where you hit the character and you go, I have hit you. I have been rewarded with damage. You hit Nero, and then if he's got a summon out, you gotta wait so you can hit him again. You have to work to fight Nero. It's why he's so frustrating to play for many people, and why some people have characters specifically they play just for the Nero matchup. Puts the Deer out, it's gonna home in on you, puts the Snake out. He can't really do anything right here. He's not EX guarding those alligator mouse either, so he's losing a lot of guard gauge, and then Paddu just sitting right out there from outside of his effective range. Just gonna poke at you. Jumping up with the JC hits behind him. What a button. What a button. Hits him with the JC, counter hits him, puts him into the corner. 3k damage, now he's putting birds up. Can Seifuku avoid the birds? Yes, Seifuku doesn't have to take that shit. Awesome. Seifuku out of the corner, but wasn't able to get too much off of it. Paddu bringing him over to the other corner, like, yeah, okay, the right corner didn't suit your palate? Alright, how about the left corner? Let's try it again. How does this sound? Oh, you like the left corner a bit more, don't you? Okay, we're gonna stay in the left corner then. Counter hit, bringing it back up, techs out, but puts himself back in the corner. He really does like the left corner more. The right corner smells like shit. Going over to the left corner. Oh, counter hits Paddu, puts him down into the corner, knocks him up in the air. Nero with actual anti-airs over here. Gonna put him all the way back into the right corner, but isn't able to get the last hit up. Deer kind of popping in, but doesn't really get too much out of it. The Snake gets popped. Goes into a heat, doesn't hit him though. I do believe that Akiha can run under the birds that Nero will throw. So if she wants to, she can, on a read, thinking he's going to throw a bird, come right in under the birds very quickly and punish him. However, if he has any other summon out, good luck playing that ground game. It's difficult. Unless you're fast enough to go over the snakes, which I'm not sure if she is. Paddu jumping back, protecting his space with that JC, Biohazard. Gonna just throw it out there. The Deer, yeah, alright, hey, come in, my friendly Deer. Yeah, just reset my pressure for me while I walk back in. Gonna 2A. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I'm just gonna hit you with this, knock you back up, take you back down. Yeah, 2.8k damage. Not a lot, but I don't really care. I'll just protect my space. Gonna anti-air him, but doesn't get too much out of it. Puts himself into the left corner. Paddu, I'll just stand in the mid-screen. Oh, throws up the Mantis arm. Gets hit, but nothing off of it. Got the big wheel out there protecting some space. Like, okay, I don't want this guy anywhere near me, but I don't want him to get too far away that he's gonna start placing shit. Gets counter hit by the tentacle. Putting that wheel up, but now we got the problem of Paddu's on the other side of the screen placing snakes. That snake he placed like 10 minutes ago? Oh, I hope you didn't forget about it, because here it is. And it's gonna give him some pressure in the corner after that shield. Well, he didn't even need the snake, but the snake is insurance. Even if that shield didn't work, the snake was there. And that's terrifying. Gonna come over the top of him and side swap him, bring him up, doesn't able to bring him back down though. Get it with the tentacle, throws the bird, gonna bring a snake out, and Paddu goes for air through but doesn't get it. No punish on the Seifuku's part, and just, yeah, jab him out of the air. Have you seen how big my A buttons are? Look how tall I am! Get out of here. Swatting flies. Knocks him out of the air with the flame grapple, but doesn't get, again, not too much damage off it. Paddu pretty content to just block. He's gonna throw a 2A out, a very tall 2A, so it catches people jumping out a lot, on top of the fact that it's not as fast as traditional 2As, but the fact that it is an A button that hits that high can make it fucking frustrating. The Deer gonna side swap for him, bring him back up, gonna take him all the way back to the right corner. Not gonna get an air throw though, but just, yeah, you thought you were gonna get out? No, you're not getting out. See, I put a snake on the ground in case you landed, and I've got the biohazard in case you try to jump out. Oh, what's that? You're gonna block? I don't think so. And the Deer just fades into the ether. Like, my job is done, my people need me. Is it first to 3? Cause no, cause it's not, is it normally first to 3 in semifinals? Winners finals. Which is what this is. Okay, yeah. Do first to 3. Alright, we'll do it first to 3, since it is winners finals. Looks like Edgar is switching to H-Vaki. Interesting. He's switching to a much less tanky character. However, she is fucking fast. Like, really, really fast. So maybe he's hoping that if he could just get in there and be oppressive, Paddu's not gonna have time to put these snakes. He's not gonna have time to annoy him. But, look at the snake. It pulled him over. It pulled him all the way over. Dangerous snakes. Goes right over the snake, but Paddu blocks it. That's a DP. Full punish coming out right here. And because you're Vaki, yeah, you're gonna take a lot of damage. I'm not gonna go easy on you just because you're a girl. Gonna throw out some birds. He tries to dash out, but he gets clipped by the A. No combo off it, but the snake that he placed earlier catches him. Bird comes out. Yeah, bird says, you got hit. I'm sick of this shit. That bird's not a fucking... That bird ain't loyal. It gets out of there the second you get hit. Paddu brings him up. I didn't need that fucking bird. I'm gonna throw him into the corner. Get out of my face. Throwing out some alligator mouth, throwing that bird out, trying to catch him. I believe the Aki will go under birds as well, but, you know, if Paddu's not going to throw birds, can't really use it as a read to get in. Other problem he's having here, I find, is that as an H-move, good counter hit, not able to get anything, though, because they do both trade, and he does an air tech, meaning Paddu does stand up first, or ground tech, meaning Paddu does stand up first. Forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, Paddu hitting him, blah, blah, blah. Put him in the corner. Alligator mouth. There we go. The alligator mouth reminded me. Because he's H-Moon, he doesn't have EX block. And that alligator mouth does a lot of fucking guard damage. So, while H-Moon does have that larger guard gauge, it's probably not unheard of to see one just get guard broken because Nero alligator, man. Gonna throw those birds. Gonna DP out, but Paddu blocks it, and yeah. Paddu says, I'm not afraid of this. Unfortunately, Vaki has to take birds a little bit harder than Sei does. So that's gonna be that one. So game 1 goes to Bonk the Cat. Which means game 2 is gonna be SND versus Inca. Ikanistea. Ikani, not Inca. Look at that. I can't fucking speak anyone's names. English is my fucking, like, native language, and I can't even speak English. I'm mispronouncing all these fucking words. Look at that. I read this alphabet. It's not like it's kanji or some dumb shit. I fucking read this alphabet, and I'm calling people the wrong names. Alright, we have to just hope that, Ikani is here, because they were trying to locate him earlier. Put his face on like a milk carton or something. Have you seen this Melty Blood player? And I hope someone found him, because I'm worried about him. They found him, look at that, he's in the game. Alright, so it's going to be SND on player 1. And Ikani looks like he's going to be playing some Neco Mech. So maybe that's where the team name comes from. Maybe Ikani's been practicing his Neco Mech and he's ready for action. Neco Mech is, I've only really ever seen, Sat and B play Neco Mech in. Okay, they're good to go. But he is very, very good at making it difficult to jump around because the cat is air unblockable when you hit it. At least the far smash. So Sat is very, very, very good at making it really hard to kind of jump around and protect your space, because it's like, oh yeah, 6 space protection, then he just fires his cat missile at you. So let's see how SND's gonna play it, knowing that he can't really just jump around and protect his space if that cat is anywhere near Neco Mech. Gonna put the ring down, put another ring down, get some Oki, goes for a mix-up, but he kind of comes out short. Neco Mech, throws an A-button out. That sweep is fucking huge. I swear that's the biggest sweep in the game, that 2C. I can never whiff punish it, it's insane. I'll be out like at the like under the timer, and I still get hit by it. Throwing the cat out, trying to stop his jumps, but he goes right over it. He has to overshoot though, so as not to come in low and hit the cat. Lands on the other side, and then gets hit. Put in the corner, side swaps him, brings him up, and he's gonna take him all the way back down. Throwing him over there. Yeah, stay away from me, kid. Goes for Neco eye lasers, but look how fast C-Feifuku is. She just comes right under. Gets air counter hits, though. That fan that Mech has, very, very good at controlling airspace, and then just, oh, you wanna jump out? Lightning hands. That lightning entirely disjointed. Doesn't really have a hurt box. Gonna put a ring on top of him and run some mix, but he blocks the mix. No sweat. He's not afraid. Look at him go. He's blocking. I respect all this. What are you gonna do? Command grab me? I don't think so. He's blocking the ring, but look at his guard gauge. He's running low on the guard gauge. He has to get the hell out of there. Counters it with the C, which knocks him back down. Takes him up. Doesn't get the damage he wants, and he misses the air throw, meaning he's gonna get punished on the way down. Shields the wheel and then goes for a barrier. Barrier hits on both sides. So it's actually really, really good against that, I suppose, since a lot of characters will try to DP and then they come out on the wrong side because of the ring. Ooh. The invincibility from the firearm comes out and beats out the electric hands, and then he just gets hit by the wheel, but no follow-up. He gets slowed. Throw breaks. Very, very nice throw break. Throws the cat out, but it isn't able to catch him out. Jumping backwards. He's very low on health, so he's trying to kind of like... he wants in, but he doesn't want to commit to it. There we go. So he's kind of just trying to get that cat... he's trying to, like, you know, aggress with the cat. Get the cat up in the air, run with the cat, keeping him safe. But it's hard to do. Especially against someone as fast as, say, it can be. Putting him in the corner, goes for the sweep and misses it. Lands, tries to push a button, but he has the slight landing recovery, and he probably gets mashed out. Comes in with the side swap, and he actually gets him off of that. Look at that. Gonna take him up, bring him back down. Is he gonna be able to throw a ring, or is he not close enough? No, not close enough for a ring, but he jumps over the lightning, throws a ring down on the ground. Comes up with that. That's actually plus. He knows it. He's not falling for that trick again. Again, as if he fell for it before. Heats, but the ring is just so active. Persists. It gets him. One thing about that Aki ring, though, is that the ring does disappear if she gets hit. So it's kind of like the Carmine wheel in Undernight, in that a lot of people... The Carmine wheel has a very long startup, but a lot of people respect it because it looks dangerous, but it doesn't actually become active until a long time after it started spinning, and once you hit him, it just goes away. So there's a lot of characters who can just DP that ring and hit her, and it's like, yeah, goodbye ring. Like, they don't have to care about it. But, you know, it's character specific. She, Akiha is a lockdown type character for a reason. The cat counter hits! Gonna bring him up, put him back down. Not a ton of damage, but yeah, using that cat, just throwing him at their electric hands. Oof. He hasn't been challenging these rings at all, really. He's been blocking almost every ring SND throws at him, which is making his life, well, making his life hard. There we go. Challenged a ring. I don't want to be accused of coaching. He might have heard me. But, you know. Bring him up, put him back down. Heats, probably not going to get much health back from this Heat, unfortunately, but doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. Mech has, like, the best arc drive in the game. That thing is plus, like, 70-something. I don't know, maybe not that much, but it's insanely plus, and if it hits raw, it does, like, 5k. That is fucking insane. I always forget that Mech can do that, and I'll see a Mech go into Heat, and then I'm like, yeah, sick Heat on the other side of the screen, idiot, and then they just do that, and it's like, yeah, well, now don't I feel fucking stupid. Anyway, he's just protecting the space, knocking the Neco up and down, protecting that fucking space up above. He's trying to jump over me. Mech's very, very good at stopping people from jumping too high over, but Aki does get away, puts the ring over him, brings him over to the other side, hits him with a two-way, but he isn't able to confirm out of it, sweeps him out of the ring. He's not respecting rings anymore. I'm sick of these fucking rings, dude. Get me the hell out of here. You throw a cat at you, but he gets hit when he comes back in. Charging that gets counter hit. Not gonna get too much damage off it, this doesn't look like, but will he be able to throw a ring out? No ring. It looks like he's actually trying to avoid those lightning hits. Got hit by it once, he's not getting hit by that again. He's gonna start doing jumping rings. I don't know how Neco Mech is gonna end up reacting to that, but uses his arc drive, gets free corner pressure, puts him in the corner, doesn't confirm off of it though. Shield comes out, but the Neco doesn't hit. No punish really. Counter hits him out of the air. How much damage is he gonna get out of this? Doesn't look like too much, but a counter hit is still a counter hit. It keeps him in the corner. Counter hits him again, doesn't get too much. One more hit should do it, but he DPs out of the corner. Neither character really has meter to work with, but he catches him out. So it's gonna be game 2 going to the Neco Mech. Yeah, it's an interesting match. I can definitely tell that Neco Mech wants to be the aggressor here, because you can just sit around and throw rings all you want, but Neco Mech's just gonna throw the cat at you or something like that, so it's probably best to try to aggress and then play your lockdown game rather than try to police space with those rings, unless they're in the corner and you're using those rings to cut off any kind of escape plan, which it seems that what he's been shifting his well, I say shifting his focus as if he wasn't doing that in the first place. It's what he's doing, and it's working well. Gets hit by the very last hit of the... dodges himself back into the corner and gets himself a ring, but then he heats right out. I'm not gonna let you IAD at me, fool. No, Neco I is gonna protect myself, but as a full moon character, and just charge over there, he isn't able to actually get a punish off of that, though. He is put him in the corner. Neco is air unblockable. I don't know if that one is, but it hit him, so let's just say it is. Shields him out of the air. EX shield. C-Moon shield. Very powerful. Very good. I keep burping. Charging meter. He really, really wants... Oh, and that's what I'm talking about. How the Neco is just really, really good at stopping people trying to jump. He's probably going to try to go into heat, or he's going to try to FRC something. No, he bursts out. Meaning the next hit's going to kill him, which is... I felt like he was trying to get that meter back because he wanted that health back, which, seeing his large amount of red health, would have been a very, very substantial amount, but it doesn't matter. He bursted to get out, made it worth his while, killed him when he's in the corner. Knocks the Neco all the way over there. Isn't able to go full screen, though. Uses Neco Eyes to keep him in place, and now we got Aki in the corner. He's going to try to keep him there as long as he can, but DP is right out, and he gets hit by it. Lightning Hands Neco, doesn't hit anything, but Aki's back in the corner, they traded sides, clashes with the barrier, and then he keeps him in the corner with the Neco Eyes again, using the Neco Rocket. Ooh, shields, but he chainsaws right into it. Not gonna get a ton of damage out of this shield, it doesn't look like. Okay, a bit more than I thought it was gonna be, but he will be getting Oki, and that left-right is fucking hard to block. It really is. Anyway, maybe I just suck, which I do. But, man, I hate that left-right. Knocks him out of the air, he tries to do Wake Up Neco Eyes, but he retorts with his own invincible move and just Grapple Flames. Get out of the air, dude. No, 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 we're not doing this shit. We're going to a character swap. I'm sick of this shitty fucking character. I'm playing Hisui now. So we've got 2 games for SND, 1 game for Neco Mech, I believe. Which I should write down real quick so I don't fucking forget. 1 for Neco Mech, which is, you know, he can. So this matchup kind of plays not the same way, but in the same dynamic that he can definitely wants to not be the aggressor unless he feels that he has landed something or sees an opening that he wants to go into. Oh, gets hit trying to use Charge Table. He's gonna get knocked back down, thrown into more Ring Oki probably. Nope, just run up and stagger pressure. Command grabs him. That's what you get for respecting the idiot. Now take a left-right with some rings. And it hits him. Gonna bring him up. Only 1 more game needed for SND to take this set, and then we're gonna have to go Paddu versus SND. So Iken is probably not... He's feeling the heat. Gonna bring him up, take him back down. Will he go for ring pressure or just normal reset? Goes for a normal reset, but that dust is super dangerous. That Hisui dust is insane. I think it has 1 frame super flash, and 1 frame after that, and then it's active. So it's active after 2 frames, and it does lose, I think it has 1 frame of invincibility though, which means it technically does lose to meaty, but man, actually meatying it is fucking hard. I swear. Maybe it's just because of the characters I play. But, anyway, Iken has, they're at about the same health advantage, with SND coming in, throwing some pressure, but he jumps out, gets clipped by the ring, but is he gonna be able to hit him? Hits him with the table, comes back down, backdashes out of the way and sweeps him, puts on the ring on top, running some lockdown, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna heat out, I just need 100 meter, I'm gonna heat out, and then Hisui, another character with a really, really strong arc drive, because you can just throw it out and be plus, however, ended up side-swapping in that scramble, doesn't come out well for him. That ring is down, policing a lot of space, he's gonna have a hard time getting out of the corner. Whiffs the, neck chop, but he doesn't get anything out of it. However, SND doesn't capitalize on it either, so Hisui is able to take some form of, pressure back. Shields the chair, and then he's gonna take him up. Probably not gonna kill, but next hit from either of these players is gonna kill. And since Iken doesn't have 100 meter, he can't go into heat to get any of that health back, so he's playing with under the pressure, but he landed that. He protects his space, throws out that book. Very good button for policing people trying to jump in at you. Stay out of my zone. SMD's sick of that shit, though. I'm gonna air throw you. You trying to tell me to stay out of your zone? I'm gonna get closer to your zone. I'm gonna air throw you, fool. He jumps in over the top of him, brings him down, counter hits, but doesn't do anything off of it. He doesn't care about that counter hit. I just want to get you back in the corner and start running my lockdown bullshit again. Look at this. It's plus, now you got a ring on top of you, resets him, gets a counter hit, gonna take him up, bring him back down. 2.9k damage. Not bad, but, you know, not great. He's got that cloud of dust just policing him right now, protecting him. Gets a command grab, though. Bringing Hisui down, gonna put a wheel on top, gonna go for a left-right. Nope, tries to do a drift, but it doesn't actually really come out. Hisui gonna bring him up, take him back down. Hisui really, I feel she's a really, strong character in the sense that many characters have to choose between Oki or damage or corner carry or one of the two, but Hisui can get Oki and corner carry and damage, and I feel like that's something not a lot of characters can do, and it makes her very, very strong, even if she's not a top-tier character. It definitely, makes her fucking not fun to get hit by. It sucks to get hit by Hisui. Gonna get hit by the fucking exploding lunch, bringing him back down. One more hit's gonna do him. Shields, but he doesn't follow up on it. Oh no, but he doesn't kill him either! What is... Oh, there we go, and the chair gets him. Ooh, okay, alright. So right now, it's 2-2. Next game's gonna take it. Hits him with the counter hit, dust on the back. That dust persists, protects his space. Gonna take a walk back, but what was that? 2A? 2B? I don't even know. All our buttons look the same. They're all triple, like, finger slashes, whatever. Hits him anyway, brings him up, takes him back down. Hisui, very low health, but he's gonna ladle out. Oh no, I don't even know if that has iframes. Aiko once told me that if that ladle comes out, it's almost always fucking accident and you should punish it. So So he was probably trying to get dust or something. I don't quite know Hisui's inputs. But he heats, knocks him down, heats, shields him, and then knocks him back up. He's gonna get almost all of his health back, all that red health back. Air throws him out of the corner. I'm not gonna finish my combo on purpose, because I know you'll air tech, and when you do, I'm gonna air throw you. Now, Akiha playing with this low health. This would have killed him before, but he got that full heat off, and now the next person to get hit's probably gonna die. Counter hit, and that's gonna take him. Throwing those pots up. Gonna throw the tray. He got the tray! He got the tray again! From what I understand, C-Hisui's horizontal projectiles are kind of RNG, so you can't always get the one you want. So that tray, while it is like one of the fastest projectiles in the game, only H-Hisui I think can consistently use. Don't quote me on that though. So the fact that he got it twice, very exciting. Very cool. Puts him up, brings him back down, gonna do that ladle stuff. Man, Hisui is so annoying too, because her combos multi-hit so many times that you're just sitting there trying to reduce damage. Like, yeah, free reduce, whatever, I don't care. And then you end up teching out because the Hisui either dropped it, or by accident, or dropped it on purpose. The amount of times I have just gotten, like, vortexed by a Hisui because I'm sitting there trying to reduce damage, and then they drop their fucking combo, hits him with the ladles. I don't know if that one was intentional because he was trying to go further out. That one probably intentional, but either way he got him. Well played. The amount of times I've been hit by a Hisui because they drop their fucking combo, and there's a difference between getting reset and having them drop it. There's a fucking difference, and you can tell when you're playing. You can tell, damn, he reset me, and you can tell this motherfucker accidentally dropped his combo, and I got hit trying to reduce. And that happens all the time, and I hate it. Anyway, bringing him over to the corner. Ring, but doesn't bring him to the corner. He's in the corner now, though. Plus frames and ring to give him a bit of shoulder pressure. Guard gauge isn't looking too hot. Gonna bring him up. That's probably pressuring him to try to push a button a bit. He doesn't want to get guard broken, since as an F-Moon character, I don't know if F-Moon characters do more guard damage, but they definitely feel like they do. And say, oh, anti-airs with the air dust. Look at that. He's ready for it. He knows it. He goes, do you think I don't know how to deal with this? I've labbed your stupid fucking flame circle. I'm gonna heat, get some health back, level the playing field out. And you know what he's also looking for? Now that he's in heat, at any time he can throw that giant, like, chargy Hadoken. Here it comes. And just get his turn. Look how fucking... Dude, I don't know. I think it's air unblockable, too. That thing hits so high. I swear that hitbox is, like, 2 of those stacked on top, but the top one's invisible. It's insanely impossible. Trying to jump back. Counter hits him, knocks him down, doesn't get too much off of it. Ladle, ladle, ladle. Shields, but he doesn't get anything off it. Oh no, backdashes, isn't able to get the punish, but the chair comes out, swings him with the pot, brings him up, brings him back down. I think that's it. Because I believe he won his Neco mech. So, that's GG. So, games go to Bonk the Cat. Excellent, excellent video game playing. I should, what I've been doing is putting the score as 1 to mark this team has 1 point. But what I should be doing, honestly, is marking the games they won. Because if someone swaps, the top doesn't tell me the counter anymore. So, I should definitely get on that. Either way... Either way, well played. Which means the next game, so we're gonna go Bonk the Cat, Bing Bing, C-Seifuku players, bam. So now it's gonna be C-Seifuku players versus the Big Bark Booba Bandits. The Big Bark Booba Band, but I'm gonna keep calling them Bandits because I just keep thinking Bandit. So now it's gonna be, going to my callouts section. Versus, man, who's on the Big Bark Booba? I think it's Elnuk? And, Alex. Yes, no, it's Elnuk in Magemo. Okay. And, that's... Oops. Okay, so, now here's the thing, though, is that this is Losers Finals. So, does Losers Finals also do? Just, you know what? Let's do the first to 3 thing with losers as well, just because it's only a 5-man tournament, so let's just try to give as much people as much playtime as we can. So yeah, let's do best first to 3. And if I'm wrong, someone can tell me later, and the next time I host a tournament, I'll just do it better. This is the first time, so I'm still just kind of working out kinks and getting a feel for what everybody kind of wants and how it's going to end up rolling out. Anyway, I pinged SND and Elnuk and told them that their teams are playing on stream. So they should be hosting pretty soon. And there it is. So Magemo is hosting right now, so it's going to be Magemo this is what I'm forgetting. I'm sitting here thinking, like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I need to update the names. And it's going to be Magemo. S&D says he has to calm his gamer rage. So it looks like we're going to be getting Edgar versus Magemo first. I guess he's not very happy about that switch to Hisui. Which, I understand. Hisui's a fucking annoying character to fight against. Let's see. My caster is being slow. It's taking a bit of time joining. Let's try again. There we go. Now we're in. Magemo versus Edgar. Okay. Let's take a look at the bracket just because I can. Ooh, yes. Very nice transition. Here's the bracket. So right now we've got F-Seifuku versus Big Bar Booba Bandit, and then we have Bonk the Cat going into finals. Gonna be playing against the Booba Bandits, the Booba Band, or the F-Seifuku players again in finals. And then I do have this tournament set to reset if loser wins, so, you know, that's a thing. Anyway, has it synced? Okay, it's synced. So we're gonna get Magemo and the H-Hime again, and Edgar on the F-Sei again. Mouse is on the screen. Game is frozen. Hope it doesn't crash. Excellent. I'm always afraid that it's gonna crash because I've got that sick internet that'll just randomly die for like 10 minutes every once in a while. It doesn't happen often, but it always happens at the time when it's the most inconvenient for me, so I'm always afraid that it's gonna crash, and it's like, sick first tournament, Gibbons, you fucking died halfway through. Dumbass. Anyway, side swaps him, brings him up into the air, he's gonna air tag out, but he side swaps him again with that. I swear that move is basically, it's not, that move feels like a knowledge check, because I swear I got hit by that every time Nisei and Speedy used to do that to me. Until I played it, like, against Hime, like, 20 or 30 times. That move is so freaking annoying. Uses the fire shield to get herself out and starts applying some pressure. Does the, dashes back in. Hime hesitates a bit, so she gets caught by a 2A, but there is no actual confirm off of it. Hime DPs out, isn't actually able to get the kill off of it, though. Hime just applying some basic stagger pressure. Tries to jump in, and, Seifuku's not having it. I'm not respecting that shit. I'm gonna swing out. You don't think I will? Counter it. But she's placing those stars, and it's one of those times when it's like, when Hime's got that much of a health lead, she doesn't really have to approach, and trying to approach into an air unblockable pillar, or that a geyser, or the pillar she does, or those stars she puts out, especially as a character who doesn't have a fireball, or any tools meant for, like, really aggressive approaching in neutral, you know, it can be difficult. The pillar's not air unblockable, but Cat does catch him out. Ends up doing just some more stagger pressure, putting him in the corner. Hits him, knocks him up in the air, is a counter hit, but he's probably not going to get too much damage off, because I think that starter was a raw launcher. Gonna bring him back up. Yeah, doesn't get too much damage off of it again, though. Tries to break the throw, but Hime was never in range for the throw. So, nothing happens. Stalemate, and now Hime's getting put back into the corner. Gonna use some wind to knock him back up, and then he's gonna bring him back down. 2k damage. So that's game 1 for the Big Bar Booba Bandits. Let's start marking it on the scoreboard so I actually keep track of it. This is not winners finals anymore. This is losers finals. Look at that. Yeah. Magemo just playing with his zone. Just, yeah, you want some pillars? Yeah, alright. Oh, I heard there's some geysers on the menu today. Bam, I hope you're blocking low, asshole. Oh, but Akiha mashes out, catches him, and she's trying to play this, like, game where she gets the rings a little closer every time so she can kind of work her way in and force Hime into the corner, but Hime, she doesn't really care. Look, she's just gonna mash 2A. I've got these buttons, and she's got the pillar, she's got the geyser. Yeah, I can with relative ease harass you from the outside of that wheel. I don't really care too much. Wheel disappears if you get hit. Yeah, not a big deal. I think I'll just go in the heat right now. Seems about right. And then he's just kind of gonna try to protect his zone. Knocks him out when he lands. Yeah. Big buttons. Man, why is Hime's walk speed so fast, too? It's insane. I don't play her against her or as her, like, ever. But look at this fucking walk speed. It's actually insane. Why is she so fast and she's so big, but her hitbox is so small? Yeah, it's crazy. Guys, he tries to throw out a star, but, Seifuku commits to a dash-in, catches him out, brings him back up, gets caught in the scramble, though. Neither character really wants to approach each other, but it's like, you have to approach Hime, and it's definitely not easy. I can tell he's having a bit of trouble with it. Hime does come down, though, lands a hit. He's gonna not be able to confirm off it, though, unfortunately. Hime just keep jumping backwards with those air mines. Pulls his hitbox back, puts an air mine that's gonna detonate in a few seconds, and then he can throw a geyser. Very, very, very good at just escaping while at the same time putting something out. It's like, I don't know. I had a Team Fortress analogy in my head, but the more I thought about it, the more I kind of realized it was kind of a shit analogy. So, But yeah, Hime's very good at retreating while also covering her tracks to make it so that if you try to chase her, you're gonna get hit. Which is a problem because you kind of have to approach her. Bringing him back up, anti-airs him, gonna pillar him. Does that give hard knockdown, though? Does give hard knockdown. Just doing some A-staggers. Tries to go for a charged overhead, but Seifuku mashes him out. Tries to drift mix up him, but it doesn't work. Pulling back all the way to neutral. Tries to jump in, but yeah, air unblockable pillar. My mouse was on screen, sorry. Gonna bring him down, counter hit, but yeah, he whiffs again. Doesn't get the combo, even though he's landing the counter hit. It's unfortunate. Goes for a DP, but doesn't make it. Hime goes for a geyser starter, gonna bring him down, 2.7k damage. Next hit's gonna kill, and he's just trying to kind of shimmy around at him like, yeah, I don't really have to approach you. I don't gotta commit. I don't need to try to open you up with throws. I'm Hime. I'm just gonna place some mines, and I'm gonna throw you anyway. I'm just gonna run up and throw you. And you have to respect the run up, because it's Hime. She can just push such big buttons, and like, you think, okay, well, she's so far away, if she runs up, I can hit her, but you can't, because she's so fast, and her buttons just, they're good. She can close that distance well. Got some good pressure going on right now. Well, that was with an IAD. Jumps back, air dashes in. Hime hits him, trades with her. Trades in Hime's favor, but Hime isn't able to get anything off of it. Comes up, gets brought back down, doesn't ground tech. Applying some pressure, but the pressure misses and the shield misses. Bit of a scramble here, but no one really came out on top. The wind mine policing the ground for Hime, and the wheel policing the air for Seifuku. So it was kind of just this stalemate of, like, you attack first. No, I don't want to. You attack first. Hime doesn't have the health advantage right now, though. So, Sei is really enjoying just fucking jumping back, throwing wheels, and throwing JCs. Protecting my space. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this is what you've been doing to me all game. How does it feel, bitch? Now she has to go back in, though, unfortunately. Hime's got all that health back, and now she's got the health advantage. Apparently, unfortunately, the pleasure that Sei felt zoning the Hime out is going to be very short-lived. The wind mine counter hits him, committed a little bit too hard, too close to the wind mine. Trying to throw some wheels out, but Hime doesn't care. Just going to keep throwing wind mines out to protect some space. What, are you going to follow up on the wheel? Yeah, I don't think so. Wind mine. Blocking the wind mine, just going to kind of apply some safe stagger pressure. Gets caught with 2C, but he can't really combo much off of it. Goes for a throw, doesn't really land. Doesn't really combo off him either, though. Hits him out of the air. Seifuku lands with the DP, but it's not a hard knockdown, so he is going to air tech out. Blocks the air pillar. Loses about a third of his guard gauge, though, and that wind mine, man. That wind mine is insane. The amount of times it trades when I didn't even think it was out yet is crazy. But anyway, so first game is going to go to the Big Bark Booba Band. Which means game two is going to be SND versus Elnuk. There we go. I have to, like, really stop and think. My retard brain. I believe it's Elnuk. Elnuk is the arc. Yeah. Enulk. Elnuk. But, yeah, no. So the next game should be SND versus Elnuk, I believe. SND has his host up. And I gotta check just to make sure. Yeah, it is Elnuk. Okay. Because it'd be pretty awesome if I was sitting there like, where's Elnuk? Where's Elnuk? And he's all confused. Like, what the fuck do you mean, where am I, dude? I'm not playing. Get off my back. But, alright. Got it up. Let's see if he's joined. Alright, cool. Elnuk and S&D we're in. I also figured out how to tell who's first and second player just based on the caster, so I don't have to ask, hey, who's first player? Like I did the first, like, 3 times I joined the game. So look at that. Game is syncing up right now. Just kind of spinning its wheels, but it should be good to go any second since I joined pretty soon after the host was up. Yep, alright, cool. We're good to go. So yeah, we have S&D versus Elnuk. The C-Arc versus the F-Seifuku. Arc, unlike Hime, doesn't really have those crazy tools all over the place to kind of try to, like, keep out, so if S&D really wants to, if he finds himself in the proper position to, he can much easier use the fire wheels to kind of zone Arc out. Puts a fire wheel down, side swaps, Arc ain't falling for it though, but, ooh, the stagger catches him out, puts him down, 2k damage, and he's gonna get some pressure, does some charge moves that really chip away from that guard gauge and give him some frame advantage. He's protecting the escapes pretty well. Yeah, Arc just keeps trying to jump out and he keeps jabbing him back in. However, he doesn't get too much reward off of any of those, so it just kind of ran some time. Bringing her up, putting her back down. He's hit her like 3 or 4 times now, but her health is still about, like, a little under 50%. It's insane how tanky Arc can be, or rather insane how little damage Sei does. I don't know which it is, but Sei getting put back into the corner. Gonna be brought back down by Arc. Is he gonna run that? Yep, didn't ground tech, so he didn't get hit by it. Ends up DPing him out, puts a ring down, goes for the side swap, doesn't really work though, doesn't actually make contact, does the JC a little late, and he's just kind of throwing rings down and, like, protecting space. I don't want to approach you, I want to charge some meter, try to get some red health back if I can off these rings. But Arc is in now, Arc is running stack. Oh, but the 2C catches the jump out, side swaps him, and then Arc hesitates a bit. Not sure if he should mash at first, but he sees the side swap. It wasn't an impulsive reaction to mash him out, so even though it is punishable to mash on that side swap, he got caught. Goes for the shield, but it doesn't land, but Arc's butt also misses, which means he hits his landing, needs his landing. C-Moon does have that 2 frames of landing recovery, so if you miss a move, yeah, good luck with that. Wheel comes out, puts him in some pressure, gets caught by stagger pressure, gonna bring him up, bring him back down. 3.3k damage, pretty good. Is he gonna throw a wheel out? Yep, gonna throw a wheel out, use that to try to stop any jump out attempts, and then command grabs him for respecting me. Why are you respecting me? What are you doing, fool? And he's gonna heat out. He's got that low health, which means he's got the high defense modifier, and he's gonna be getting it with a little more health, but he just keeps anti-airing him. Like, he knows where he wants to land, and he's just ready there. Very, very commanding game from S&D right there. Just felt like a lot of that game was just, you know, Seifuku doing what Seifuku wants to do. She's a lockdown character, and she's just locking him down with wheels, and then just protecting that space. Just he's trying to jump out, bam, gonna keep knocking you back after you try to jump out. Like, you're just gonna stay in that corner. What, you actually got out, gonna dash under you and hit your landing. Just preventing him from using those escape routes he has, rather than focusing on pressuring the person directly. Getting some pressure out, landing some counter hits, gonna bring him up, put him back down. Arc has just kind of been some of the same story, stuck in the corner, with Akiha just kind of playing her lockdown game, locking him down with wheels, has to block that, has to block whatever he comes up with next, and then at that point it's, are you going to try to stop an escape route, or are you going to put another wheel and try to repressure me? And that's kind of where the game is being played right now, and S&D is doing a very good job at stopping those escapes from coming out. He's blocking the routes well. Elnuk gonna bring him over to the corner though, do a switch. He didn't ground tech out though. Gonna fly out, doesn't actually get punished, but the IAD-JB catches him out. Probably gonna be some big damage because IAD-J is a good starter for most characters. 3.5k, pretty good damage, brings him all the way to the corner. Shields and then he jumps right into it. Bursts, but the burst missed, but he doesn't land in time to punish it. Jumps up, brings him down, but he doesn't follow up with it. Oof. I imagine he was stuck in the recovery of either 2B or he tried to anti-air his landing. Either way, got hit by that. Doesn't get too much out of it though. Doesn't have to block the ring there, but he does get put back in the corner. 2B catching him out with that little, like, that leg sweep. Gonna put him back down to the corner. Next hit is gonna kill him, so he's gotta play really carefully. Shields him to bring him up. Not gonna get a ton of damage, but it does give him the corner, which obviously he wants. Does a sweep, catches him out. Gonna put that ring down, and that ring is gonna give him some pressure he's forced to take. Another ring, can he anti-air him in time? Or, no, he can't land in time, but he's just jumping up and throwing the rings, jumping up, throwing the rings, trying to protect that escape, but Arc got out, and then throws a swoosh out, gets caught trying to approach him. SND put himself back to the corner pretty early on, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference because we're back in the mid-screen now. Throws that shield out really early and holds, but Arc delays the IAD and he catches him coming in. Gonna swoosh, invalid combo, but still big damage. Gonna try to side swap, or at least feign the side swap. Doesn't come out, gets DP. Now he's stuck taking the ring in the mid-screen. Gets hit by a low. Burst and it doesn't come out, the ring hits him, but he isn't able to follow up on the ring. Gets caught out by a stagger, and he's gonna have to take more ring pressure. That is plus, so it's a good thing he's not mashing on that. And he gets caught trying to jump out. I don't know how plus that is. Maybe it's not even plus, maybe it's 0. Either way, I've never successfully mashed out of it. Gonna kind of slowing it down a bit, just kind of jumping back, throwing some rings. I don't really, like, we're in the mid-screen, I don't really want to crush you, but goes to the other side, and it's not tight enough. Arc catches him out, but now, yeah, they've got about the same health. Arc catches him out, trying to approach with that, that low jab he's got. Gonna bring him back down. Next hit's probably gonna be the end of him, unless he's able to go into heat, which full moon, I don't think he's going to be able to. Shields, brings him up, brings him back down. Not gonna get a ton of damage out of this, but he will be getting a ring out of it to do the side swap. Hits him, but he isn't able to confirm off of it because he went into another ring kind of immediately. Side swaps him, again hits him, but doesn't follow up. Hits him a third time, gets him with the reset, brings him over, and that's gonna be game 2 for SND. Okay, thought I might have crashed. I'm always paranoid. I'm so fucking paranoid, man. But we're good. Anyway, side swaps him, brings him down. Do some A, jabs him, puts him back in. Arc backdash is gonna pump back in with the swoosh. Doesn't really get anything off of it, but it is hard to come into that. DP's counter hits. Arc's gonna get damage off it because, you know, it's Arc. She just gets to, you know, follow up after a DP. 2.15k is not like the most damage, but off of a reversal, I can see how that would make someone upset. Goes for a shield, gets it successfully, but it side swaps him. So he gets punished for it. Not a ton of damage. Trades, but he doesn't tech when he lands on the ground. Arc just swats him out of the air. Yeah, you think you're safe over there? You think because the fire ring missed I can't reach you? No, I can reach you. 5A. Swat him right out of the air. Bringing him back down. Got a ring on top of him. Goes for a side swap. Hits him. Gonna go for another Oki setup with the ring. Just keeping him locked down. Just gonna keep running this vortex he's got going on. Tries to stop the escape with a ring, but Arc goes over the ring. Kind of jabs him. But now they're stuck back in the mid-screen. He's got another ring on top of him. Arc heats out. He's not going to try to take that second left-right. He's done with it. But he throws an arc drive, completely misses. C-Seifuku going up, going to come back down. Now, is he going to go for a ring or pressure? He does have a lot of meter, so it's possible he could burn meter just to try to do something sneaky, but no. Instead, what he's going to do is he's going to FRC and move out to get all his red health back, give him the leeway to be able to hit 2 more times. And with 25 seconds, that really forces Arc to have to rush him, and Arc gets caught out playing a little too aggressive. Gonna throw the ring out, dashes right under. That's such a low profiling dash, it's insane. Gets him in the mid-screen, throws him with a dash, and then hits him with the command grab. Then he doesn't throw a ring out. I imagine that was maybe a misinput. He was still stuck in recovery after whatever move he had done. But he's got him in the corner now, throwing out some safe pressure, throws out a ring. Just gonna kind of jump at him, keep doing those safe pressure strings, because he doesn't really have to do anything that opens him up. Because with this health lead, I'm not going to try to run in and you possibly get mashed going to the full corner. I'm just going to sit here and just protect the escape routes. Throw out some rings, keep you locked down, block any DPs that come out, and that's going to take him up in the air. And that's going to be, it's going to be game for SND. But you know what? He didn't perfect him. Because he had to block a DP. So at the end of the day, at least he didn't get perfected. Anyway. So I believe now it's gonna be SND versus Magemo. Oh shit! I'm just posting IPs. SND, yeah, SND versus Magemo. So it's gonna be the H-Hime versus. Why am I posting fucking IPs? Magemo. So it's gonna be the H-Hime versus F-Seifuku. Yes, that's what it's gonna be. Which puts us back into that first matchup that we had of, I really don't want to approach you because you got all these fucked up approach tools, but I don't really have anything that makes you want to approach me either. Ugh! Looks like the game is good to go. We have SND on the left, and cool, it just finished up, so let's go. But SND is an experienced save player, so I'm sure we'll see how he goes about dealing with the Hime in a way possibly different from how his partner Edgar did. Rushes straight up there. He's not giving him any time. Nope, not gonna fucking pussyfoot around and throw rings out. I'm just gonna get in your face. Don't even give you time to play your stupid little zony game. Gonna run some lockdown, command grab you? No, we're going in the corner. You have low health. I don't care that my routes don't do that much damage because I'm getting Oki off of them instead of going for damage, because you don't have health anyway. Look at that, 4 hits. If that was Arc, he would have had to hit him 6 times, but it's Hime, so I had to hit him 4 times, even doing low damage Oki routes. SND's coming in confident. He knows what he wants and he knows what he's trying to do. Magemo takes him up. He's gonna hit him with the air pillar, get a hard knockdown out of him. Now it's my turn, motherfucker. What, you gonna air tech out? Yeah, I don't think so. Gonna bring you up, side swap down. Ooh, fast fall. I don't want to have to contest you in the air. My air buttons are good, but they're slow, and I ain't gonna fuck with that. Yeah, that's right. You were gonna try to rush me because then you wouldn't have to play my little game. But look at the health lead now. C-Essifuku though, coming down, gonna try to run his lockdown game. Gets him with the DP, so gonna go for an A punish. Gets 3.6 hit damage, which is pretty good. He's gonna go for a ring. Ooh, he goes for a ring and runs the DP, so he doesn't get DP by Hime. Now both players are at about the same HP. Hime still doesn't want to be the aggressor because she can just kind of chip and timeout if 40 seconds really passes. But at the same time, next hit's gonna finish it. So yeah, even any kind of misplaced pressure reset, dangerous, very dangerous. So we have the same kind of thing right here. Throws up a ring. She's closer to the corner, so he doesn't mind throwing up that ring, so he can't at least approach. But he's just throwing out these wind mines, and it's just really, really hard for SND to actually get his footing, because anytime he tries to tech out of the air, wind mine. I'll try to tech out of the air again, wind mine. He tries shielding on the way down, but as an F-Moon character, it's not like he can just cancel into an aim on one land like a C-Moon character can. Like, he has to use his shield counter. So even then it's dangerous because the wind is a pretty low commitment option for Hime, at least it feels like in this matchup. The wind mine is there. The wind mine disappeared. I thought it was going to go off, but maybe it expires after Hime gets hit. Interesting. Hime is able to burst out. This will possibly kill him. Yeah, and that's going to be a death for him. Launches him up with the geyser. So SND immediately runs in fast. He completely avoids Hime's 2A to check his dash in by just side-swapping him. Comes out on the other side. Isn't able to get any Oki, though, and then Hime shields him. Gonna bring him up, bring him back down. Not a lot of damage, but Hime does have the opportunity to medium. Fails because he backdashes. SND gets to the other side, puts down a ring. He's gonna run some left-right Oki. Hime crouches a little too soon and lets him get over the top of him, which makes it so that he gets to the right side of him. Is he gonna have the damage to finish him? Oh, he drops the last hit, but Hime pushing buttons on Wake Up, trying to jump on Wake Up. Defensive option, something. Gets meated by that 2A. Here we go again. So we've got Sei doesn't want to approach, but neither does Hime. However, someone's going to have to go in eventually, and seeing as how Sei is the one who needs to run the lockdown, it's probably going to be Sei. However, as an F-Moon character, it is really nice to be able to just sit outside of someone's range and charge, because that does give them an incentive to, oh, alright, I guess I will approach you, because let's say Magemo does just let SND sit outside of his range and charge meter, like, forever. He'll just go into Blood Heat, or he'll just jump at him when he has heat. It gives him a burst for a free out, or he has a Blood Heat that he could possibly use to last dark any of these projectiles that he is using to zone. So, I really do think that one of the things I do love about F-Moon is F-Moon's ability to get in a matchup where someone else says, I don't want to approach you, and then you say, okay, and you just charge, and they go, okay, well, I guess I kind of have to approach you, don't I? If they don't have anything that can reach you that far. And SND, he knows that strength, and he's playing to it, again, right here. He's got the health advantage, he doesn't want to approach. The stars are pretty low commitment, and now that he's kind of got that losing health and there's only 15 seconds left, he's got to do something a bit riskier, but the thought is there. Catches him out on a whiff shield, unfortunate. The thought of using the charges to force Hime to come to him is definitely there. Alright, round 3. Got 2 wins for SND, none for the big booba band, Magemo. But he can still bring it back. Oh, command grab, but he misses! Oh, he doesn't follow up on it, but he may just backdashes into the corner. It's not like he went anywhere. Now he's just taking more pressure. Tries to jab him out of the air because he knows that his jab is going to beat that, but the normal ring sitting there just meaties him. It's not going to work this time, kiddo. Puts another ring down. That was just a raw ring, though. Like, didn't, he's a little over-respective right there, I suppose, and now that S&D sees that he's respecting the ring that hard, next time he pressures, he might try to go for a command grab just raw, knowing that he's passive enough to get hit by the ring. Going in for some basic pressure resets, that metered move is plus on block, so it gives him the ability to reset his pressure by getting close, as well as push him closer to the corner, and do so safely. Well, relatively safely, since I do believe an H-Moon Shield can't beat it. But there it is. There's the command grab I was talking about. Next time he goes in for pressure, he's not looking for wheel anymore. He knows you're going to block the wheel. He's looking for the command grab. Knocks it out of the air with a counter hit. Interesting right there. 2.1k damage, but he DPs. That's about the same amount of damage as that counter hit does. Hits him with the side-swapping Wind Mine, brings him up. He's going to take him back down. Hits him up. Ooh, but it whiffs. Now he's going to fall. Oh, but he can recover out of it, so he's still safe. Gets hit out of the air dash that S&D comes down with out of the corner, though. S&D just running some high-lows with the F-Moon's low 2A and plus frames. Comes back in, hits him on the tail end of that, but isn't able to confirm off it. Gets a counter hit. He may probably try to anti-air him with a jab. Didn't work out too well. 3.8k damage, and there's the command grab again. Trying to go for throw breaks is really scary. Or whether that was a throw break attempt, or he was trying to shield a 2A on a pressure reset, doing that against characters with command grabs it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I hate command grabs. They're so cheap. But alright, that's nice. So it looks like finals are going to be the Seifuku players versus bam. There we go. Submit scores. Seifuku players versus Bonk the Cat in the grand finals. Excellent. So we'll get to run into that right here. 1 second. Let me ping the players and let them know that we're doing it, and then we'll get going. Honestly, this is kind of the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of, scary coming out of the loser's bracket into grand finals, because not only have they just had to crawl out of the, they just had to play like 3 games in a row. Like, they just played against the Big Bark Booba Bandit, and now they have to play against Bonk the Cat, and it's like, Bonk the Cat has had at least fucking 2, 3, 5 maybe, just games to relax and see what everyone else is doing and just, like, mentally refresh. But S&D is coming into the, it's coming into it after playing against Hime, which is, that can be a very mentally taxing matchup. So, we'll see how he handles it, though. It's rough. So I feel for him. Bonk the Cat. Okay, so we're going Bonk the Cat. It's going to be Edgar versus... Let's see... Edgar versus Paddu for round 1. So, Bonk the Cat on... And then over here, we're gonna have Edgar. Oh. Okay. Edgar hovering over H-Vaki. Alright, cool. Looks like it's all synced up. So, Edgar hovering over H-Vaki. He's not gonna try to go for the, Oh, shit. I accidentally, messed something up. Oh, and then 0. Okay, everything is under control. He's not even gonna try to do the F-Sei thing. He played against Paddu earlier, and he felt, alright, F-Sei, not gonna work too well against Nero. I'm not having it. I'm just gonna play H-Vaki. A lot more glass cannon-y, kind of. She's gonna die a lot faster, but she also will have the opportunity to get in a lot easier, so I'm supposing he's thinking a bit of a higher risk on the defensive end of things, but the reward he will get on the offense for having more options to get in, he feels is going to be much more beneficial. Anyway, in heat right now, so even if Paddu does match him out with a defensive option, he's pretty safe. Coming out of heat, gets a bit of his health back, but seeing as how he is V-Aki, a lot of that health, it's really not that high, so he still will probably die to whatever hits next. If Paddu starts throwing those birds, I do believe F-Aki can go under, but he's actually got Paddu pretty low, a lot lower than he did last time, so it looks like he is able to actually move in. The snake gets him, though. He is having a bit of an easier time, though, getting in when he, getting in and then controlling some space when Paddu is kind of on the retreating side of things. Whereas last time it was just, he got in and then it was like, alright, well, I guess I'll let Nero stand up. Nero gets away and it's like, I guess I'll throw a fire ring. Nero doesn't care, Nero's not coming in anyway. Here we have it, though. He's gonna go up, yep, completely avoids the deer, but he doesn't finish the combo, gets counter hit. Nero taking it back over to the corner with Biohazard, 3k damage. Aki air dashing away, puts a fire pit on the ground, doesn't hit Nero, but he does anti-air him with his jab when he's coming back down. Has the health lead, so I feel like, tried to throw out a sweep to get Nero, but the snake is always there. Gets him again. Nero's gonna get another hard knockdown off of these snakes. Can't really do anything with those snakes on the ground. You have to respect those snakes. It's incredibly frustrating. Shielding the snakes is usually an alright option, but if your character doesn't have a move that can be used out of the shield, and then sometimes it's just kind of like, what are you gonna do, really? F and H-Moon characters, sometimes if you use shield counter after shielding the snake, it's like, Nero just blocks it and then he keeps pressuring him anyway. Paddu has him in the corner, just kind of playing a bit back, running some safer pressure, jabbing him, but he is able to jump out, dashes, brings more to the corner, bounces him, gonna sweep, bounce him, take him back up. 2.7k damage, puts a flame pit down, but it doesn't actually reach Paddu. Paddu jumps out and clips him, but isn't able to get him. Gets him on the ground on the way down, though. Takes him all the way back over to the right corner, brings him down. Gonna throw some birds. Alright, I hope you're ready to take birds. Aki gets out, though. I don't know if that's because of just where Paddu was, the birds were close, or if that button will actually bring her out of range of birds, so she just needs to take it in the future. Either way, looking like he doesn't need to take shit from birds is, probably feels good to him. Fortunately, though, still gets hit and brought to the other corner since Nero does give, like, full corner here on any hit. Pick goes down, but Paddu doesn't care. He doesn't have to approach. I'm just gonna keep putting snakes down. Negative edge snake and then cut off your escape route? Yeah, why not? Okay, Paddu eyeing backwards, putting his fist with JB. Those snakes, man, they're a menace. It's very hard to just approach Nero, because if you jump at him and he pushes 5C, that alligator mouth, you're probably going to get anti-aired or some bullshit's going to hit you. But if you jump in at him and he places a snake in reaction to that, a lot of times, even if you hit him, you still have to land and block the snake. Like right there, he's trying to sweep him and jump away, but the snakes are air unblockable. They don't hit very high, but they are. So if he's not fully recovered from the sweep, or Paddu blocks the sweep or something, the snake's going to get him on the recovery, or if he can't jump high enough, the snake's going to just snatch him out of the air in time. It's really hard to deal with him. Throwing can give you the info to go through them, but sometimes if the snakes go off as you try to run up for the throw, it looks like it's not going to work. And then he gets hit by the second hit of the tentacle right there. Guards low just a little too early. And that gives Paddu the ability to take that game. So then we have possibly last round for Paddu, throwing out snakes and then using them to cover his JB approach. Just kind of doing some really safe pressure, jabbing and rebeating, catches out a shield attempt. The deer goes in, doesn't actually do anything, but it does a lot of mental damage by scaring him, making him not wanting to press shit. Deer comes out, and this time it does something. What a fucking team player. Coming up, gonna hit him with Biohazard, bring him back down, but the deer is there, have to avoid the deer. Nero didn't have a snake out, so he actually gets to combo Nero, bring him over to the corner, 3k damage. 3k damage, gonna bounce him, he's gonna get some Oki. Yeah, he's gonna bring in some Oki, but it looks like he ran DP. Luckily, he was in heat, so he was able to just burst out of that. Coming back up, Paddu's JB does miss, but he doesn't actually confirm anything off of that. Hits him in rebeats, but he probably didn't expect the hit. He was trying to rebeat out of pressure, so Paddu doesn't really get punished for getting hit right there. Deer comes out, and he just wants the hell out. I'm going to the other side of the stage, and Paddu's like, oh, other side of the stage? Alright, cool, I'll meet you there. And he just air dashes right over, puts some snakes down, throws some more snakes in, rebeats a bit. Yeah. Fucking business as usual as Nero. I'm just gonna drop some snakes, just gonna do this. Oh, what are you pushing two-way? Yeah, I don't think so. It's, it sucks, because jumping out against him is really hard, but it's like, you gotta jump. Nah, the snake gets him, though. It's really hard, because those snakes become active once he's like in the middle of the formation animation, even before they've come out. So even if you hit him and they're mid-form, it's like an Aoko warp. That even if you hit her when she's still like pointed and it's coming out, the snake still comes out. So a lot of times you don't even see the snake. You're hitting Nero and your own hitbox is obstructed by your own normals currently hitting him, and the snake just snatches you, and it's a menace. Uses it, but he comes out and then he jumps and the birds catch him, and that's going to be the game. Those birds really restrict what you're actually able to do on defense coming out, so he tried to do something, which is admirable, but unfortunately, it didn't come out on top. So now we have the next game, which is going to be Ikanistea, so Ikani, versus SND, I believe. And if SND wins this, he's going to have to go against Paddu, and then that's going to reset the bracket, and they're going to have to play through again, which, in hindsight, on a team tournament, that's a fucking long-ass grand finals. But at the same time, I don't know. It should be alright. Anyway, let's try to get it in. SND versus Ikanistea. Bang, bang. Oh, clear this 2 down to a 1 or a 0. Alrighty then. Alright, we're good to go. It's synced up. Looks like SND might be playing F-Aoko here instead of F-Sei. Yeah, he's gonna go for the F-Aoko. He doesn't like F-Sei, how she has to play against Hisui, apparently. He's fucking sick of placing rings and just having you throw lamps at him, and he's goddamn sick of all this stupid fucking dust. I'm gonna play Aoko, I'm gonna throw fireballs, I'm gonna place orbs, and I'm gonna make you have to come into me. Funny enough, I'm actually not sure how... I feel like Hisui can be a difficult matchup for F-Aoko under certain circumstances, because Hisui... It's not the hardest thing ever for her to deal with Aoko orbs. And she is a really, really fast character, with air normals that can kind of protect space in the air a bit better than Aoko's can. So I'm not going to say it's like Hisui favored, but there are some things about the matchup where, you know, like when I play F-Aoko against, like, Ika, sometimes I feel like I want to switch because he can make that matchup hell for Aoko. But no one gives a shit about me. We're watching a tournament. I'm fucking stupid. Throws him into the corner, air techs him down, brings him for a sweep. He's gonna go for blue fire. Doesn't blue fire, even though he's got the meter. And then he mashes right out, sweeps him, brings him to the other corner. F-Aoko gonna start... That's gonna start. No, he is blocking. He's gonna jump over, but he's gonna be chased by Hisui. Tries to place an orb, but the Yaya catches the orb and gets rid of it a little too soon. Brings him up, and he's gonna take him back down. Air throws him back down. Is he gonna put a bento box down? No, he's just gonna shimmy, block the DP, knock him to the floor. And then SMD says, F-Sei loops don't work on Hisui, so no real Oki. That's why he swapped. Understandable, understandable. So we're gonna bring him down, put him in the corner, do some dust. The dust doesn't actually hit him, but it definitely makes him. It feigns hitting him, and that kind of, you know, it makes it take up space in his mental stack, and it gives him something to think about. And then he gets hit on wake up. Gonna put that bento box down. Explodes on delay, so it catches him out again. Something for his mental stack to think about. Feigns the meaty with the bento box. Gives his mental stack something to go. Okay, well I didn't get hit. I might as well try a defensive option. Bento box hits him anyway, knocks him out. That's gonna be game 1 for Ikani. Swapping characters. Oh. He's going back to F-Sei. He doesn't feel comfortable on F-Aoko, I suppose. So even though he doesn't like the fact that the loops don't work, and he doesn't really get Oki very much, it's better to play the character you're comfortable with than the character that on paper is a better matchup. Which is totally understandable. Hisui already almost down to almost no guard gauge because of that earlier whiff shield. It puts him in the corner, jumps right over all of his things. He's just gonna fucking get hit by the ring. Loops don't work, so it looks like he's getting Oki though. I wonder when he said when loops don't work, he meant he can't get maximum damage and Oki, because it looks like he's still getting Oki, albeit with low damage. Doing a lot of guard damage to Hisui, probably making it very uncomfortable to block, but he jumps out, puts some dust in the air, and now Hisui is just saying, alright, I don't want to fucking have to come to you, but he's gonna have to because of the health disparity. Brings him up, puts him down into the corner. puts the EX mat down. The mat should not going to explode immediately, actually, because it gives him time to throw him. He's just running some Hisui throw game. Gonna make him block the bento on wake up, put the dust in, goes for a dodge, doesn't sideswap him, but it probably does maybe give him the feeling that he could punish. He doesn't fall for it, though. He's just throwing things and then stopping the jump in. He doesn't really want to approach right now. Right now, my goal is I'm going to throw things and then use this dust. I don't know if the dust is air unblockable, but I'm going to throw these things and then force you to get hit jumping into me. Yeah, seems like a sound game plan. Hits him with the jump over with his JC because it hits behind him, doesn't block the right way. Good round. Charging some meter, he wants to get into Blood Heat if he can, I feel like, because, number one, he doesn't really like having to approach Hisui. Hisui's dust kind of makes her really annoying to approach, and the fact that she's got that chair makes it so that if you're kind of in this middling range where you're not in a place to hit Hisui to start good pressure, Hisui can always just kind of monster truck chair in, and it just blows through so many normals. So it's like, I can see why he doesn't really want to be in that middling range, and he would rather charge meter, because on top of Hisui's ability to control a lot of space with projectiles and the dust, they're also very telegraphed and very easy to last arc. So if he wanted to, I suppose going into Blood Heat, he could force Hisui to not be able to use all of her tools and give himself an easier approach option. Fortunately, he's not able to really run that game plan because Hisui's got him over in the corner now, throwing dust, jumping up, hitting him with the overhead table, doesn't fall for it though, goes for a throw, puts a mat down, tries to charge, maybe he thought he was C-Moon and he was trying to burst, I don't know why you would charge there. Going for rebeat pressure, rebeats, does a slight delay, mashes out thinking it's gonna be a reset, and it's not, catches him out, game 2. Comes down, button misses though, gonna throw some dust in, has to respect that dust because it slowly moves forward and it clips you, it's insane. Protects the airspace, side swaps with him though, catches him, isn't able to do his loop, so again, he's not gonna be getting high damage if he wants his Oki, which is unfortunate, but it is the trade he made since he didn't feel comfortable on Aoko. However, the Oki is working very well for him. He might not be getting all of the damage he would like off of his Oki routes, but he is getting consistent hits off of it, which allows him to play in neutral with a health advantage, which, while it is difficult, especially if Ikani is really determined to not actually approach and just keep throwing things and protecting space, it can be rough. Especially when you get hit by the air unblockable Hadoken that comes in. That thing, I swear, its hitbox is twice the size of what it looks like. Anyway, putting him back into the corner. Doesn't have meter. I imagine he was trying to DP on just impulse, but he didn't have the meter for it. Hits him trying to shield, but doesn't come out. Heats, knocks him back. He's gonna have to jump over that. Nice, gets over it. Double counter hit, ground text to get out, jumps back in, isn't close enough to actually start any A pressure, but he was able to stagger some B buttons. Puts him back to the floor. All he needs is one more hit. However, any redash spells death, and it's dangerous to reset. So this is possibly the final match for the whole tournament. Not looking good at the start. Gets countered out of the air, but he isn't able to actually pick up anything on it. Goes in with the chair, shields it very nice. That is probably the best way to deal with that chair, honestly. So it's good that he's able to make Hisui not want to throw it out so impulsively. Gives him a lot of room when he does want to get in that middling range. Puts him down, puts that Oki on top of him, sideswaps him, Hisui doesn't block in the right direction. Doesn't get a lot of damage, but he is able to just kind of run this Oki. And I definitely see what he meant now when he said that it's really hard. He doesn't like the matchup because he can't get his loops, because he really is. He's getting like V-Scion, less than CV-Scion almost damages with his Oki. Like, CV-Scion can be sad because she'll only get like 2k damage into her like Vortex, but this is V-Scion levels of unfortunate when you see him get his Oki. Oh! Comes right in through the DP. There's a dead zone in front. Hits him, puts him back into the corner. That's gotta be demoralizing. It's probably really frustrating. Goes for the shield, holds it, but the bento has such a delayed explosion, it actually catches the shield for Hisui. Look, ma, no hands. Fucking Hisui didn't even need to fucking be there. Brings him up, puts him back down. Yeah, that's death. Gets hit by the pots trying to come in. Hisui just trying to, like, stop him from air teching back. Like, I want you to land, and I don't. You want to air tech back? No, I'm gonna protect all that space with this book, and you're gonna try to land, and running with these bentos. Goes into a DP, but it gets air thrown out. Goes for a shield. Oh god, he's broken. He's throwing out defensive options. He doesn't know what to do anymore. Now he's blocking, mashes him out, but 900 damage for Oki really isn't great. It's kind of sad to see. Throw break, and then he gets swept trying to reset, and that's gonna be the whole tournament. It's really unfortunate. I see what he meant now when he said that he does not like that matchup. That matchup seems fucking rough. And we got the bad games coming out. He was not happy about that. I hate that matchup. What a fucking dumbass game. Oh man, and that means the winner is gonna be Bonk the Cat of Paddu and Ikani. So, you know, look at that. Congratulations to them. Excellent work. Everyone give them a round of applause. Very well done. Not really sure where to go from here. I believe I had something lined up. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah. Watch this shit. So first we have second we have and in third we have the shit. The Alright, let's check this shit out now. Watch this. Look at that. I could probably put some more spaces between some things. So I'm not really sure where to go from here. Tournament's over. I suppose I could do like an interview or something like Elios does. I don't really know. But yeah, that's the team tournament. It was a lot of fun. It probably could have run a bit smoother. I definitely now see the value of having a second person to do it with you, because when you are running everything and commentating and doing XYZ, it can get a bit overwhelming, and you can kind of feel like, oh fuck, I'm supposed to be entertaining here, and I'm just kind of sitting here in dead silence setting everything up. But that was cool. No, hopefully the people who played in it enjoyed it, and when I do it again, we can get more people, and I'll try to get someone to help, and I hope that everyone had as much fun watching it and playing in it as I had hosting it. Want to do a group interview? Okay, I can see if... Yeah, fuck it. Let me see if Paddu and Ikani want to do it. Paddu says he's down for an interview. And then, move this so I can see shit. Let's see what Ikani says. My English sucks, sorry. That's okay. You don't have to jump in if you don't want to. That's fine. I can give Paddu an interview. But let's give him a good old call. Hey there. 1 second. Alright, let's see if I can hear you. Why is my Discord coming out of the TV? Give me a second. For some reason my TV is playing audio from Discord instead of my headset, like my headset should be. Alright, now say something.
Hello?
I can hear you in my headset, yeah. Alright, hey. So you're the big winner of the tournament. How's that feel?
Yeah, I didn't expect this. You know?
So why'd you end up picking Nero? Why'd you end up picking Nero instead of like Aoko or something? Like, because your team was the throw the cat. What was it called?
So we couldn't think of anything, so we just it's the one character we both kind of play. So I don't know, man.
I thought we were gonna be seeing some sick ass fucking Neco Mech. Like, well, we've taken care of the Paddu Neco Mech, and then Ikani comes with his Neco Mech, and it's entirely different take, and it's like, oh no, my mind's been blown.
I only played that character for like 2 days, maybe.
Right on. Let me see. Well, what do you think about him switching to he switched to H-Vaki instead of playing the F-Sei. So how do you feel about that? Do you think that that's a good call and that H-Vaki is actually better against Nero? Or do you think that, like, it can go either way, really, and it's just something that you think he was more comfortable with?
I think both of those characters suck, so it doesn't matter. That's my take. I honestly, like, I don't know, man. I think both of them lose to Nero quite badly.
Yeah, that's understandable. He does shut down a lot of fucking characters, so it's very...
Apparently he's more experienced on H-Vaki, so I guess that's a good pick then.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I remember I used to play a lot of Dota, and when I would draft for the teams I played on, something I learned very quickly is it's very, very good to choose a character the person you are drafting for is comfortable on, rather than what is good. Because you could be like, oh, fucking Shadow Priest is good here. And then the person goes, I don't like Shadow Priest. And you pick it, and then they're just spiteful, and they play like shit. And they go, I don't like Shadow Priest. So you go, okay, fine. You just give them what the fuck they want. Because it's like, it works, and they're more comfortable on it.
Yeah, and I mean, in this scenario, it's like, both of them are as bad, so...
Yeah.
Just go with whatever you're more comfortable on. I think it's more for the meme name. Just playing Seifuku.
Understandable. Alright, cool. Is there anything you want to say?
I think that's Aura Blitz in the chat. He's asking name every Nero animal.
Oh, well, can you do it?
Okay, let me go like make up some names.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well,
the snakes. I think they're called Steve. I think.
okay. So is there a difference between the negative edge and the non-negative edge snake, or is negative edge Steve?
I think they're all gonna be Steve.
All the snakes are
Maybe-
Steve. No
yeah,
Steve
yeah.
Mark II. Just every snake is Steve. It's like The Witcher. Every horch is roach. Every snake is Steve. They just do what I tell them to.
Yeah. I think H-Moon snakes though, the pits. I think they might be called like Alex.
Alex. Okay, so the gaping maw is Steve, and the bubbling pits are Alex.
Yeah.
So then what about the antlions? Do they not have a name?
The antlions, no, they don't deserve a name.
They're too scummy.
hate-
They're degenerate.
they're-
They don't deserve a name.
They're
Fuck
actually the
them.
best snakes on any Nero Moon, so they don't deserve it.
Oh,
They're
fuck.
good enough already.
Right on. Do the deers have separate names?
Yeah, I think one of them's gotta be like Bambi. I think
One of
that's a
them's
cool
Bambi.
name. And one of them could be like Rudolph.
Rudolph?
Yeah. Theirs should be called Dare, no? They have... Come on, man. They have their own lives. They should have names.
They are their own dreams and aspirations. They just use
Yeah.
you as a cart to get where they want to go. Like, you know, they want to play for the winning team. Like, I'm not gonna...
How else are they gonna get into the Akiha mansion?
Yeah, like the deers don't want to work for Akio. That character sucks. Let's go to Nero. He knows what deers want.
He knows how to smuggle them around.
All right, cool, awesome. Sounds good. If there's anything else you want to say, I think that's the end of the tournament then.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for joining. It's a lot of fun, and I'm glad that you joined in to support the tournament, because I can see why some people go, first tournament, new guy, I don't want to join. It might suck dick. So I appreciate you giving it a chance and coming in and playing. It was a lot of fun.
I've seen a lot of people like really appreciating your commentary.
Oh, that's good.
I have
Hopefully,
a friend I'm DMing with who couldn't enter actually, but he said it was nice commentary. Like
hopefully it's good. I'll have to go back and rewatch and see where I randomly stutter and have dead space and try to improve on it. But
yeah,
other than
he
that-
like appreciated that you talked about how to counter different things. So
I see. I feel like maybe I went on a bit too long sometimes, but other than that, I was trying to kind of not do... Multi gave me advice that I tend to play-by-play too much, even though I'm play-by-playing kind of analytically, so slow the fuck down and explain the things you talk about.
yeah. I think in the beginning at least, you were going really fast.
I was super nervous at the
People
start.
are saying like
yeah.
Eminem and shit in chat.
I was super nervous at the start. It took a couple of rounds for me to really get into it, but
Yeah, it definitely got better.
next time maybe I'll have you help me out, so maybe we can co-commentate. You can teach me how to commentate with two people.
I am not very experienced.
Oh, that's okay. Neither am I. All right, cool, man. Thanks for joining, and thanks for the interview. Good, GG's. Good, nice win.
Good games.
Take it easy. All right, that's the tournament. So, thanks to everybody for watching. I'm gonna sign out. Hope you liked it.